Hello, everyone. Boop, boop. Get all that done. Everything is set. I don't have a collared shirt on. I have my heated vest under this. If you're wondering, why does Jay have a collar? It is getting cold. The temperature is supposed to drop. Why is everything glitching? There we go. It's supposed to, let me put that back because I don't like that. It is supposed to drop in temperature, and right now it is freezing cold on my side. So, it looks like I am stuffed with fluff. Honestly, though, I feel like this room is way hotter. I may take it off. Actually, I'm going to take it off. It is because now I'm actually hot, and I feel like I'm going to start sweating, and then I'm going to get wet from sweat and freeze to death. I'm going to just change my shirt real quick. Is this an appropriate shirt for the episode? I saw Caleb and, Laura and Liam were on the thumbnail. So I figured I've worn my Jester shirt enough, like the one that Teal Bird got me. My other Jester shirt is destroyed. It just looks horrible. So, is Caleb a good choice? Because it looked like he was in the thumbnail, so I assumed it might be. Hey, how long have you been live? I just refreshed with no clue. I just got on Star. I've been on for like a minute, not even. Let me say hi to everybody. That's how long I've been on. I haven't even said hi to everybody. We have Star. We have Vero. Sorry, not Vera. Vero G. I had to remember. I literally saw Vero G put the timestamp, and I'm like, remember, name change. And then I said Vera instead of. I don't know why I went there. Star, Vero J, Amelia. We have Sonia Ray. Got to make the final few. Sonia Ray, I feel like we haven't seen you in a while. Hello and welcome back. M. Gormley. Colvin, the Chimiki Perro is here. Clever name I made. And I think I said everybody who's currently in the chat. I know there's more of you out there. Let me put up my other account. I didn't do it yet. So switching accounts. Like the video if you haven't. We're almost to 25 already, and I put this one up late. I talked to Tealbird last night. Tealbird was like, I don't think I'm going to be able to get you art quick enough. So I said, no problem. And I totally forgot to post the video because I ended up going out for the first time in like a month. I was like, I'm feeling good. I went to the ENT on Wednesday. They scoped me again. They found out everything wrong. I went to like an actual private practice ENT. I have insurance now. I told you guys how I haven't had health insurance in like 20 years since college. So I finally got health insurance, went to an actual place instead of the ER, and he gave me a shitload of meds, and I feel pretty good. I still have problems, but I have to go through like 2 more weeks of meds again, and then go back to him, and then we'll go from there and probably do surgery and whatever. So by the time all is said and done, I'm going to be dealing with this for like over 2 months. At least now, though, I'm not like suffocating and dying, and I have a plan, and there's like things in the works. So last night was the Saints Thursday Night Football. If you don't know, I'm a massive Saints fan, and it was one of the worst games they played in the history of me watching them in like 20 years. But we went to a bar where our friend bartends, and they gave us a crazy hookup, and I had like 4 beers, which is normally a light night for Jay, but 4 beers was like the most I've had combined over the last month and a half. So I had a bunch of IPAs again because they said IPAs are anti-inflammatory, if you believe that. I mean, it's a real thing. You can look it up, but no whiskey. Usually I have Jack and Cokes and stuff. I was only having IPAs. I had 4 beers. I had a big fat steak and I had bacon wrapped scallops. I like had a great night. But then I woke up today hungover as shit because 4 beers is apparently too much for Jay because his tolerance has dropped. So I had work today. My watch was telling me that all of my vitals were like on the fritz because I was hungover and I was dehydrated and everything else. So, I went back to typical Jay college years and overdid it, but I was good. Nothing wrong with my throat. I was just pretty much miserable and hungover for like 2 or 3 hours. And now I'm back to normal. Michael helped me edit up, or actually did episode 9 of Vox Machina. I did 7 and 8 yesterday, and then I went out last night, And Michael did episode 9, thank God, because I had to do Adventure Time today. I had to record a bunch of videos, and everything got accomplished. And here I am with all of you lovely people. Michael, my moderator, is there right now. The Northern Lion is here. I don't think I see anybody else jumped in since I said it. Bidet, I am here. How are you, Jay? Doing good, Northern Lion. I just told everybody I went to an actual ENT, a doctor. I have health insurance now, and things are going great. Question to anybody who might know, out of curiosity. I didn't realize that my prescription meds weren't covered. I just, I told you guys I've never had insurance, so I just assumed that you'd get like discount prescription meds. When I went to the pharmacy to get my meds, they were like, yeah, no, your insurance doesn't cover that. And had I known, I would have had my meds sent to a better, or not a better, but a cheaper pharmacy. I went to Walgreens, and after the fact, everyone told me Walgreens is the absolute worst place you could send your meds if you have no prescription insurance. Because across the street, literally right across the street at the ShopRite pharmacy, it would have cost me like $25, and it cost me $125 at Walgreens. It was literally 5 times more for the same exact thing. It wasn't even generic, like it was the same brand and type and meds. It was $125 when across the street it was $25. I'm like, that's insane. And they're like, yeah, that's why people don't go to Walgreens unless they have insurance, like medication insurance. So I literally called the doctor and was like, I don't, like, that's crazy. Can you send my scripts to across the street? And they were like, no, once we send them in, you that's why we kept asking, what pharmacy do you want to use? Once we send them through, we can't like do anything. And it was like hours later. So they're like it just, we can't do it. Next time, but don't do it. And I'm like, what the hell? And I was like, I like almost feel like suing them because that's outrageous. But I mean, I know you can't, but I'm like, does anybody know if there is any sort, because the people at Walgreens were like, well, if you come back and you have like discount cards or something like that, we could refund you the money. But for now, you got to pay $125 so you don't get your medication. And it wasn't like I had a choice at that point because I needed my medication. So my question to you guys is, does anybody know? I had GoodRx as like a discount thing. And they were like, yeah, that's with the GoodRx. If you didn't have GoodRx, it would have been like $225. And I was like, you are all bastards. Literally, had I just said ShopRite pharmacy across the street, it would have cost me $25. And instead it cost me $100. I was like, this is freaking, I mean, after all is said and done, it cost me an extra $100. And I have pretty good health insurance now. So like I didn't have a copay at the ENT and everything, but that's just like throwing $100 out the window. And I hate like wasting money. Get them in Mexico. Also, your doctor can resend a new prescription somewhere else. With GoodRx, you could see how much it cost on each pharmacy and coupons. I figured that out after, Vero. I literally figured out after, like, because he was like, what pharmacy do you want to use? This is what I'm giving you. And I was just so happy that I was getting stuff that I was like, my parents use Walgreens in Sterling, but my parents have really good insurance because they're on Social Security, they're retired, so they have all their prescription meds paid for. So I was just like, oh, that's where I go to get their meds. Might as well send it there, thinking like, what is the big deal? And then on the way home, I'm looking at GoodRx and I'm like, oh my God, ShopRite is literally a fraction of the price, and it literally is across the street. I could walk across the street and there's ShopRite, and it's fancy, nice pharmacy. I was just like blown away that it could be that much a difference in price across the street. But my doctor literally said the doctor didn't say it. Whoever I called at the front desk of my doctor was like, it's been 3 hours and they're already put through. And they were basically saying Sterling already filled them. Like the Walgreens had already filled the scripts. So they're like, once we put it through and they already fill the scripts, we can't undo it. And I thought it was weird to begin with. I was like, that doesn't sound right to me. You can't unfill the script and send it somewhere else, but I don't do this. And like I said, I needed the meds. So I was like, all right, whatever. I don't even want to know what my regular pills cost. Get them in Mexico. I pay $135 for my birth control. $135 is it? Oh, $1? Is that $1.35? which is a weekly patch, and sometimes I got 3 weeks, sometimes I get 9, but it's always the same price. But without insurance, a single patch is 125. I remember back when I was in high school and college, my girlfriend at the time did similar. She had like the birth control patch, and she had to file for like some sort of Planned Parenthood charity care because it was like ridiculously expensive. But then, like you said, once she got insurance, it was like a joke. But this isn't even insurance. This is like it's without insurance, it's 125 at Walgreens. Without insurance, it's $25 at ShopRite. So that's why I'm like, what? It isn't even about insurance. It's just one pharmacy is 5 times more. And then I Googled it and they're like, Walgreens is known to be the most expensive by far for meds, period. But if you have insurance, obviously it's way, way cheaper both ways. But like literally without insurance at ShopRite, it's $25. Without insurance at Walgreens, it was 120. I'm like, that's freaking crazy that it could be that much different. It isn't like I'm going like whoever said get them in Mexico, clever name I made. I didn't even need to go to Mexico. It would cost $25 across the street. It's just I didn't know. It's one of those things like I don't ever get medication besides my parents and they're fully covered. So I was just like, what a waste of money. Like when my credit card bill comes, I almost want to dispute it and be like, that is lunacy. I'm not paying it and just see what happens because I don't know. Like I'll threaten them. I'll be like, I'll switch all my parents' meds over to ShopRite and you will lose out on thousands of dollars a year if you don't give me a discount or something. Like that's how pissed off I was. CVS helped me with a med go from like 1,000 or 900 to 25 with a coupon. Insurance doesn't cover the little blue pill. The little blue pill. I always tell my doctors not to prescribe me things I don't absolutely need, like iron, because I could pay less than half or more. That's the other thing. One of the things I'm taking, the guy was like, you probably don't need this, but it might help. And that was the most expensive one. It was like $45. And that was the most expensive one. So I was like, shit, I don't need that. But I already like picked it up. And I after like I was just like I was just so happy that I had a doctor and that I had a solution that by the time I figured it all out, I was like, all right, well, at least I know for next time to never use Walgreens if you don't have med insurance. But it was horrible. Jay's trying to buy, what does that say? Abortifant. I don't know what that says. Vinny's meds would cost me hundreds to thousands. That's like my dad. Before my dad started getting the heart condition right before he was eligible for Social Security, and his Eliquis, which he had to take for his heart, was $500 or $600. If Neil is here, Neil will know. I was asking Neil, it is literally costing me $500 or $600 a month just for my dad's Eliquis because he doesn't qualify for Social Security yet. But he was like 6 months away. But I was like, in those 6 months, it will cost me $3,000 or $4,000 for his Eliquis. So I was like, Neil, do you know anybody that could get like bootleg like out of the country? Like, because we know shady people. And I was like, do you know anybody that could get Eliquis out of the country or something like that? And we couldn't. So for literally 5 or 6 months, I had to pay $500 or $600. And now with his Social Security insurance, it's $3. He pays $3 a month for his Eliquis when I was paying $500 or $600 out of my pocket. It was crazy, crazy. I mean, in all honesty, I'm crazy enough where I will just when the credit card comes, I'm not kidding you, I'm going to dispute it and I'm going to call Walgreens and be like, do you want to give me a discount or do you want to lose thousands of dollars because I will literally send my parents meds. I pick up all my parents' medication. So even though they pay $3, I'm sure Walgreens is getting hundreds of dollars from the insurance company from Social Security. So I'm going to threaten them to not, if they don't give me a discount, I will literally switch all of their meds over to ShopRite and they'll lose out on thousands of dollars a year. And all I want is a fair shake. I just want, and I was like, don't you price match? It says you price match. They go, yeah, we price match everything except prescription meds. So I'm like, that is bullshit. You price match my goddamn meds, or I will steal thousands of dollars from you by taking my prescriptions parents elsewhere. My parents are a prescription. Psych meds and insulin are some of the worst. One of my friends didn't have insurance and was diabetic and literally was like, I need to get insurance because my insulin is crazy. They don't care, believe me, they don't care. Star, I'm gonna make them care. I'm gonna try it. I'm not kidding. I'm literally gonna try it. It'll take me nothing. All I gotta do, I've done it before with things, and sometimes you get something and sometimes you don't. So I'm just gonna dispute it and be like, this is bullshit. I'm not gonna say it like that, but I'm gonna basically pull shenanigans and see what happens. But that being said, I just wasted 20 minutes talking about being pissed off about medication costs. But the long story short is I have medicine and I have doctors and I have health insurance for the first time in 20 years. The last time I had health insurance was 23 years old when I graduated college. Once I graduated college, I had no more health insurance. And I've never had it until like a week ago. Not even. It was like Monday it went active or something like that. So I'm just happy to be insured. If anything happens to me, I don't have to run to the ER and cost me an arm and a leg, literally. Hey, whatever lets you enjoy the stream. Anywho, let's get in because we have an hour. I mean, it's only an hour and 17 minutes. We have an hour and 17 minutes. There is only 3 episodes left after this. One of them, the next one, is a typical 3 hour and 45-minute episode. And then we have a 5 hour almost, and then almost 7 hours, I think it was. I can't remember, but it was 2 of the longest. We're going to go from a slew of the shortest episodes we ever had to 2 of the longest in the entire campaign. And the final one is by far the longest we'll ever do. How do I get insured with a pre-existing condition? That I don't know, Clever, because one of the reasons I got through so easy is I had no pre-existing conditions. Even though technically I got insurance after what happened, the hospital said because I had already applied for Medicaid. Luckily, I had already sent in an application like a month or 2 before that because I was actually in the works of trying to get insurance regardless. So because my application was actually already in, they didn't consider it a pre-existing condition because I think my application went in like the first week of September or the last week of August, and this happened September 17th. So they could clearly see that I was enrolling in it and trying to get it. So the hospital pushed it through and I got insurance pretty quick. So somebody told me, what about pre-existing stuff? And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you because I just got really lucky. Life insurance is the one that cares. Yes, I would agree with that. 140 is long, but it's one of the best in my opinion anyway. Health insurance doesn't really care. Yeah, I'm gonna try. And if worst case scenario, it costs me $100. I mean, it's not like I said, it's not the end of the world. I don't mind spending money. I'm not cheap by any means. I will spend whatever. Like if I want a nice steak, I'll spend the money and stuff like that. But when I find out I could get the exact same thing, quality brand and everything across the street for $100 less, I feel like I've been like I feel like the wool's been pulled over my eyes and I've been screwed over. And I hate feeling like I've been screwed. Like I straight up have been screwed over. Like there's no 2 ways about it. They were like, everyone knows that has gotten meds before not to go to Walgreens. And I'm like, well, I've never done it. Jay, your reactions this week are a chef's kiss. Is that that's usually, oh, LOL, okay. I'm assuming that's a good thing. A chef's kiss is pretty good. I got them all done thanks to Michael. I don't know, Michael was here before when I thanked him for episode 9. But let's do the 3, 2, 1 because I want to get in. We're almost to 20. Actually, we're at 20 likes. Like the video. We're 5 away from halfway. We only have an hour and 17 minutes, so, we got to do some work. And if we do, we'll get into 139. From, what does that say? He's promoting drug running. From Cabanas? What is Cabanas? I don't know what cabana. It's a good thing. Star said my videos were great this week. I also did Adventure Time today. If you're an Adventure Time fan, tomorrow is Ranma 1/2. 1 p.m. it drops. I will have it up on Patreon at 1:30, and I'll probably have it edited by 2:30. So if anybody's interested in that, Ranma 1/2 tomorrow. And here we go. Oh, Canada. Oh, it says cabanas. Okay, Canada. I was going to say, what is cabanas? 3, 2, 1, go.
Absence.
Oh, that's loud. Oh my
Darkness.
God. I'm blowing your ears out. I know it.
Like
Sorry.
everything just stops.
Sorry.
to an
Sorry.
immediate stillness.
My ears are blowing out too.
Then there's this rush of wind.
Rush of wind.
Directionless, but a force, a pulling. And then
I'm also going to do sushi tonight. I've
your
been
lungs hurt.
dying for sushi.
And you exhale. And as you do, your vision comes back from darkness. It's like you've been holding your breath forever. And you all begin to kind of cough a little bit, just instinctually from the period that you were undetermined time. And as you breathe in after the cough, your first, full breath, you feel refreshed.
Star, I watched
And you kind of look around.
the new VHS. I thought it was
And
really good. The new VHS. If anybody wants a
You
really
feel like
good
you had the best night's sleep of your life.
horror movie for Halloween.
Say it.
Say it.
Yeah, you get a long rest.
You get the long rest. It happened.
Technology in my
But now-
real life.
Lucian is standing outside.
This was Essek. Essek sent us Adam Espinosa. What is up? I saw Adam jump in. So, like I said, my throat is good.
Choose that spell.
I still can't yell
Spell management.
because
here.
it does
my
irritate it
God.
if I yell, but I'm good enough
Oh,
to talk at a normal rate. I was almost going to drink,
points in a long time.
but I have
many?
no alcohol except for Michael's
I had 4
whiskey.
left.
And I feel like whiskey might still be too
There's a
irritant.
grog going, I'm real
To my
high,
throat.
124.
Yep.
So,
Stunned 8 people. Feel bad.
we don't have,
In 2 rounds.
and we're only going to do an hour and 70
Logistically,
minutes
in
anyway. It's
2
probably
rounds.
not a great idea for me to drink 2 nights in a row. I already overdid it yesterday. We're 1 away from 25, everybody. Who hasn't liked the video?
Make a perception
Do
check.
it.
Oh, shit.
We're making a perception check.
I'll assist you.
Damn it, Ashley.
I'm gonna do it.
Oh my gosh. I'm pregnant.
Coco is also on the bed
So that
sleeping.
means I roll again.
She's in a ball.
You assist?
Yeah.
So you don't see her behind me because she's on the bed.
is this? 21.
21.
What timeline is this?
Everything seems normal at the moment, though there is a strange residual effect of this. As you see the shattered gem on the ground, you all gather, and as everyone has this conversation, check in like, everyone feel all right? It's just like a weird echo, and for a moment,
All right, so things
you
aren't normal.
Veth kind of,
I've
talking,
gotta.
and then her
I've
words
got
go
you on the
backwards for
smoke
a
part,
moment,
my dude, Colvin.
and then go forward again.
That, Colvin, I love you for that.
Yeah,
That was one thing I didn't tell you guys. The ENT
Essex sees
told
your
me
panic
the
goes,
most horrible news
I would
ever.
not worry, that is
He
just
said that he
residual
thinks
echo of
I can
the
never smoke again.
alteration of
He
time.
thinks that part of my
When it's
problem
unfocused
is
as this was,
I have a very
so it should wear
sensitive
off for
throat,
just a
and
moment.
that my excessive
The fact that we're
smoking
here means that it
is what
succeeded.
keeps it
smell?
happening. So he's like, we'll reconvene November 4th, the day before election.
It sucked back in.
But I might never be able. Well, I mean, he said you can if you want, but he's like, odds are you're gonna get screwed up. So, Vinny, what is up? To the great Vinny, we all salute you. I cheers you with my vitamin water.
Who's got
This
that
is
armor we found in
blueberry
Iowa?
vitamin or blue raspberry
And also
vitamin water.
my crossbow.
Yes, put it on the ground here.
Thank you, please.
And
Yeah,
When we get
also
a-
I found a bunch of this from
To the great Vinny.
Flesh Free.
And I
Chin-chin.
didn't pay attention to any of that, so what is
the
it?
blood vial that was around Kree's neck.
We're at
the one
25
with
likes
the
too, by
little-
the way.
Important.
Maybe
Essek can help too.
Achieved.
Do you have
Other
rich-
blood vials
Halfway.
that she had.
Is Neil here? I haven't seen
Warpick.
Neil yet.
Okay, Warpick.
And the Cape of Montalbank,
identify
which
it.
we already
Mon-
kind
Keep
of...
them on the
Montalbank.
bank.
Maybe
We know
help,
what it
like,
does.
they can split
Montalbank.
Essek and
Montalbank.
Caleb
It
can
said
split it up.
Can you split them up?
Yeah.
Sorry.
It makes you vamp.
Back that one.
Yeah.
Should we split up the items? Is it better if you and Essek do it together, or can you do all of them?
Sure.
I've prepared it for this morning, so
Okay. I'm going to take a little bit of time to do it. I'll take the armor and Kree's fun necklace
all right.
to start.
The armor and Kree's fun
Back up by the
necklace.
hallway and
Keep an eye.
yep.
Got it.
Knots weapon.
Essek, will you look at this weapon?
It's
Ah, yes, I'll be happy to.
identifant
actually,
time.
before
Jay,
I
I
do that,
almost
because
got
it's
you
quicker.
a tiger's eye decoration pipe
2
last
minutes
week,
ago
but it
or 10
wasn't
hours ago or
flashy
whatever
enough.
just happened ago.
November 3rd.
Caleb
Are you
pulls
sure?
out the, no,
It's-
he's
my
got the
appointment is
medallion out
November
from under
4th.
his shirt that's got now
Election is
covered in
November
residuum.
5th. Election day is
And
November
he
5th.
just starts muttering for a full 30 seconds under his breath and touches it to his forehead. And I cast at 8th level.
8th
This is
level.
before we rested.
I messed with the medallion before, but now that we've rested and I have an 8th level spell slot, I'm going to cast Mind Blank,
What is this?
which means no fuckery with my mind for the next 24 hours.
You got it.
Whoa.
Okay.
All
I'm
right.
gonna go.
Interesting.
Wizard spell.
I'm gonna go
What
look up
hell?
all the stuff that does.
I'm going to go
Immune to
look it
psychic
up.
damage, any effect that would sense its emotions or read its thoughts, divination spells, and the charmed condition. The spell even foils when spells and spells or effects of similar power used to affect the target's mind or to gain information about the target.
Interesting.
No
All
fuckery.
right.
8th level.
No fuckery. I like how
That's
Liam
a
puts
powerful
it.
spell.
Stay out.
Liam is
Trent
like,
and everybody.
in so many words, no fuckery
Okay.
with my mind.
Trent
That
shows
is what
up
is
out
happening.
here.
Hey,
So,
to Sean. How are you
Trent is the
today,
least
Sean?
of our
Sean M
worries
is
on
in the
this plane,
chat.
I know.
I'm impressed.
Welcome, my friend.
Maybe.
Doing much better. I
discouraged.
hope you're
Essex
well.
Riding
been
up
working
on
on it.
Ukatoa.
The election is November 5th, y'all.
Well, shit.
It is in, I just saw a thing driving through town. I saw a banner. They have a banner with a countdown that they take. They change every day, and it was like 18 days till election.
Essex hands you the
People
the
are
crossbow.
freaking out
This
about
is an
election where
alien
I live.
security
I don't know.
camera.
Is election? I mean, election should, I guess, would
You're a
be big
Moloch
everywhere.
now.
But I feel like in my town they are hyped. Every lawn has like signs.
security
Trump
camera.
and
Does
Kamala.
Essex know
There's like
what
a
it can do,
honestly
or
where
will
I
I
am, I
find
feel
that in
like it's
my
more Trump,
equipment
but
You'll find it in your if you
there
look for the
is
object, it should
signs
be there.
for both on like every other lawn in my town. Some people have like giant banners. One guy has like a giant old
You could
car
smell,
with
like,
a
3
banner the
stores
size
down.
of a car that says like "fuck Donald Trump," like literally the word. It isn't even like abbreviated.
So essentially, it
or
allows
like
you that when you do miss with an
asterisk.
attack, you can use a
Like some
reaction
people
to
are
activate
crazy about it.
the gravitational pull on the device.
I was like,
and
I'm
pull
afraid
the actual
somebody's
object back
gonna
to the gun
Stone
to get a
your car.
secondary
It's like a
attack.
vintage car with a banner wrapped around it.
Okay. I'm gonna look at this.
The armor is Aeorian protective chestplate.
Aeorian protective chest
And
plate.
you should be able to find that in there as well.
I
look
would
at it
imagine
and give
that
it to a
is
person who can use
quite
it.
nice.
And then I also had Kree's.
It's kind of happened everywhere,
Wow.
Jay. We're
war
still
pick?
missing
Do
the
we
clock.
wanna
What
do a
the?
war
I
pick,
just
or
had
The
it
war
there.
pick is not magical.
What happened? What is going on? My bad. I think I took it away when I did the subtitles by accident. My bad.
The vial
Sorry about that.
you identify.
Got it. My mom took a picture when
one,
she visited Puerto
It
Rico of
worked
a sign
and
in a bar
acted
that
as
said Trump
Kree's holy symbol
pendejo.
and the focus for her spellcasting.
That was during COVID.
It does contain the blood of
I'm
the
on my
knight.
phone to even.
Of the non
I'm on my
Mm-hmm.
phone to even weirder
the vial.
English for the French chimiki tonight. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I hope the Rebel Alliance wins. I concur.
Possibly
Sean.
go wrong.
If only we knew how to use that at our advantage.
little Clamato juice,
Rebel
some vodka,
Alliance.
celery stick,
I'll just take a little sipsies.
A
pepper,
blood,
Tabasco
a
sauce.
bloody Cree.
Bloody Cree.
A bloody Cree. We got a bloody Cree.
Fuck, thank you.
And this armor.
I don't know why, but I feel like a
probably not
Bloody
good for me,
Mary
but
would be
follows
great
the
right
same
now.
rules
Bloody
for
Molly.
basic chest plate.
Bloody Molly.
A
Yeah, it's considered a
Bloody
breastplate.
Molly.
Okay, breastplate.
It probably
Well,
wouldn't be
if
great
it's
for my
like it.
throat. I don't know.
Well, I can't
Tomatoes
use
are
this,
good for my
but,
throat. Celery. I don't know about the vodka.
It gives a
Bloody
boost
Mary's
to
got, like, vodka
your
in
overall
it.
protection and a little bit more life on a temporary basis. Can
Even
anyone
hot
else
sauce.
wear armor? Does
Like
not need-
anything with
Is it a heavy plate?
It's,
capsaicin in it,
breastplate.
which is
Is that heavy
pretty
or
much in everything
medium?
hot, Tabasco and stuff.
medium, I
Capsaicin is very good for inflammation.
also, is
it's
it- do you
good
have to
for
attune
it,
to
like
it?
prevents
It does not seem so, no.
But day to the great
I
ninja
just have a
master.
breastplate plus one
Hello,
at
my
the
friend. How are
moment,
you
so
today?
What do you?
That
Busy
seems
in Pizza
like-
Land.
Anyone who wants to see the official
Pizza,
stats can
smoke.
Yeah, it's-
what is
it's
that
add
little
items
dude?
plus a little
type in
thing.
AORN.
Oh, ninja wizard. It's
A
a
once a day
ninja.
thing.
Yep.
I don't.
Up to you.
I don't feel like I've seen the ninja, and if I did,
Mommy.
I never
Breastplate. What is it?
took notice to what it was.
You'll get a +1 to your
AORN.
AC and then a little extra HP juice once a day.
Little extra HP juice.
I feel like
Just got
I already have
$140
the
tip
stone, which gives
on
me an
a
HP
catering
boost,
delivery
so Caduceus, if
of
you
about
want that.
$1,000. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's 5 temporary hit
Gotta
points.
love it.
That's great. And my bonus actions all suck, so I'll take it.
We splurged last night at the bar.
Well, we were trying to.
We were getting-
research and research.
I said
and
we each got
research.
about
We
4
didn't
drinks.
Learn anything about
My sister got like a
blood
real
magic,
fancy
right? Or how
Can
to.
I,
if we have a sample
you
of
homemade
it.
rest
cavatello and
Yes, you
broccoli
can.
with
Have a
sausage
sample of
from
it.
this
Did
like
you mess
the
with
lady
anybody?
makes homemade Italian
Do I
dishes.
remember anything from my readings?
And I got a giant steak.
What I would know
There was
if,
3 of us, and our bill was like
had
over
been on a
$200
god's
with
blood
tip.
or anything like
but
that,
we
or blood
tipped her
magic?
I feel like we got this memory
heftily
stick. We're like,
because she
cool,
hooked
now
us. She
what?
gave us
Yeah.
each 2 of
make
our
a-
4 drinks for free,
make
and
a
they were like
religion
$8 to $10 a drink. So we were like, we just got like $60 worth of alcohol.
Okay with that.
And then when we were paying, she goes, I
Ooh, that's a
also
natural
gave you a
18.
10% discount
Plus the 9
because
for
there was like
27.
some sort of event
Okay.
where
Yeah.
if you were part of the wrestling team or something, so she just was like, I'm just going to say you're part of the wrestling team.
And older magic.
So she was
such as
very
in the
nice,
craft
so we gave her
and,
quite a tip.
as a focus for a lot of religious rites. There was power in blood.
But I had bacon wrapped scallops, a giant
As to how this could be
sirloin
utilized,
steak,
any number of
4
older spells that might
hearty
utilize that.
alcoholic beverages.
It also can be a
So it
channel
was
of
like
focus
$70 a
for
piece, give or take,
individual
60,
attempting
60,
any sort
$70
of
a piece.
divination on the individual as well.
Right, right. So it might be helpful if we're trying to track Lucian.
Track of our bestie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does anybody want to wear it?
Wear
I don't know
it.
if it would prevent his blood magic from doing
You
something
had
to you.
scallops.
You're wearing
That's
his.
money. Yeah, the scallop.
It's a
It was
shot in the dark,
4.
I don't
They
know.
were
They
fat,
put it
man. They
away
were like some of the
somewhere.
fattest ones I ever seen. They
Shit's
were
weird.
bigger than a silver dollar and
Who took the armor,
delicious
by the way?
and wrapped
did.
in bacon. You
Okay.
only got 4.
So yeah, so you know the ability.
and it was
So
$18.
once it's activated for the next minute,
So they were
every
like
turn you get 5 temporary hit
$4.50 a
points.
piece.
Every turn?
But I mean,
So if the next
for
minute you
really
gain 5 temporary
good
hit points at the
seafood,
start of your
especially
turn.
wrapped in
Mind
bacon,
you, they don't stack.
it
No,
ain't too
just so I
bad.
get hit.
But it just but like let's
The
say
steak was
you get hit,
amazing.
the next turn you get 5
I like to
back.
get it
Keeps counting.
medium
That's
rare
great.
Hit.
So if you go
or rare,
down, it'll automatically
and
bring
it
you
was
back up.
bloody and
Temporary hit
delicious.
points not heal
Not
you.
revive you.
I was in
Oh,
heaven.
oh.
But
But then this morning
it
I
is
was
just
extremely
essentially
hungover.
regenerating buffer. So if you get hit every turn,
4
you're
beers
essentially-
for Jay
you have a
is
buffer
a
of 5
lot
additional
when he
hit
hasn't
points.
drank.
Great, that's great for...
in like
If I'm
a month or two.
unconscious, if I've done all my death saves, would it bring me back up or no?
It doesn't. Temporary hit points do not revive you.
Okay, so even if I'm
I'm going to be spending my
I can double
3rd
check.
Saturday in a row
I'd be
playing
curious.
D&D
I took
tomorrow,
his
or
breastplate
nearly
plus
3
one
out of the
that
4
he took
weeks,
off.
something
So,
like that. I'm trying to
so I'm
figure out
covered in
how I
lichen
went
right now.
to the rock star
Lichen.
Yeah.
and played D&D
That's cool.
recently.
Yeah,
You're
Now
rocking
I'm
that
confused.
Caduceus look.
Sweet, but my AC's not 20.
My
so
brain
that's cool.
is fried
Hell
lately.
yeah.
Who knows what's
has
happening to that stuff
scallops?
over here
Jay
too? It's probably
has
getting super
scallops.
messed up from all the stuff it's ingesting.
It's pink.
Ingested.
Does this big collection of blood have
yeah, it's got
names
some-
on every
It's pink.
single
Oh, that's some pink.
sample? Is this
Got pink
her
ones.
Dexter collection?
It is her
All the
Dexter's
players.
collection, yeah.
It
You
is
do-
her
you
Dexter
see all manner of
collection.
names, most of which you do not recognize, and those that you do are what you expected.
Okay.
Does this cape have to be attuned to? Probably.
Does the cape have to be attuned?
Yeah, I'll
Ninja
identify-
is
I mean,
smoking
I'll
and
identify
pizza,
Torrance
and there's a
properties. I
wizard
don't
in there,
remember if
and
it was attunable.
The
we're
cape,
probably all
Dimension
casting
doors?
spells.
Yeah, once a day.
that's great, and you can take somebody else with you.
Can wrap them up, I think.
Yeah,
Dimension
and you,
door and
We
cape.
saw her do that
I
with
feel
I
like
spent
somebody
most of
that's
the
fast
day
to do or
babysitting
Yasha should wear that because
A
you guys
roughly
can.
3-year-old
are
while my
really
glasses
mobile.
were
It just depends on
broken.
if it's
Tuxedo mask
interesting.
out.
How did your glasses break,
attunable.
Star?
Yeah, if it needs to be attuned.
It should say.
Well, I don't know how to
I'll
find
keep
it.
ritual
Spelling it is weird.
identifying.
The spelling of it is weird.
MONTE.
MOUNTE.
Montauban.
really?
Montauban.
Montauban.
I found it.
Mountain.
Mountebank.
Montauban, right? Wasn't it Montauban?
Blanc.
Montauban.
Does not seem to
Mont Blanc.
require
I know that for some reason.
attunement.
Does not
Speaking of
there it is,
attunement,
there it
require
is, there it is.
attunement.
with mind blank covering
Matt
my
finally
brain,
says
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't,
to
and then Marisha found it.
unattune to the necklace and put the luck stone back to work.
You got it. Easy enough to do.
All right.
I'm going to try this.
Do we think we still need our necklaces that shield us from Mollymock? Lucian?
Yeah.
I would still wear the
Yep.
necklaces.
I think it would be
Screw
wise, but-
broke out of the earpiece.
I just wonder if you can just see
White
through
Mountain, Mont
anybody
Blanc,
at this place.
Fair bet.
White
Fair
Mountain.
bet.
Whoa,
Maybe he
did
can
Jay get
hear
better
through
eyes?
you
He
at this
usually
point
cannot
or
read
sense you,
my
but he doesn't know
emojis.
exactly where you are.
I think it's
Didn't
because I'm
warn-
not
Yeah, didn't warn
drunk or
Cree that we
high.
were coming.
That's
and
true.
I feel good.
Yeah.
He
When I'm
seems
drunk
really
or high or
distracted,
feel
to
like
be fair.
shit, like when I
That's
like the
pretty
last couple weeks, I
distracting.
felt
Many
crappy
people were
for the most part.
brutally
I mean, like
murdered for
better
these
but
things,
crappy.
so I would feel bad.
My vision gets very blurry when I
them
feel like
off.
crap.
I
I'm
just
like
miss my gloves.
pretty
I had on
alert
a tune
today.
to my
Yeah, I
gloves.
understand.
drinking
Maybe
vitamin
things
water.
have changed too, but also we would not have been
I
able to
slept till
successfully
like
pull off our
10:30
ambush
because
if
I was
he watching
hungover.
us.
I had to reschedule my job in the morning,
names.
so I worked
Yeah,
till
no,
like
they
4
were.
or
They're-
5.
Gara,
I usually
Aladdus,
get off by
Luctus, they
3 or
didn't see
4.
us.
I say,
I just miss my gloves. That's all. Should I wear this cape?
yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm putting on a cape.
Wear the cape.
Putting on a cape.
It needs to go to somebody that already can't bamf.
How many of you are
import
watching
can both
Vox
bamf.
Machina? I thought Vox
think?
Machina. I
It's a
think
little too
I feel
flashy?
like the 3
like it.
this week were the
don't
best
normally
3
wear
yet.
red.
Like
I have
like
ideas.
as a whole.
Red and blue go together. They're contrasting.
I felt like this week had 3 of the best in a row. Even though
What are your ideas?
the
This is for later.
Vorgal and Yank fight was
Oh,
amazing.
those kind
You're
of
gonna
ideas.
I
bone
think
and dimension door
These 3
around.
episodes were great. The Care Bear stare.
knows? What are we doing?
Is Percy dead? Sorry if I
Focus, Yasha.
spoiled it for anybody,
I'm
but
very
you probably
focused.
know
I
way
just
more
get
than
really-
me.
I get a
Is
little
Percy
turned when I'm
really
focused.
dead? What was that all
Okay,
about?
so
I
no
like
one has
don't
tried-
believe it. Just like Molly,
No one
I
has tried
compared
to
it to
find
Molly.
us.
Yeah.
We could walk back up
Good
to
for
the,
you, man. Only get
of the
high
esophagus
and
tunnel
drunk
and go
if you like it.
check out the Help Me
I
tunnel.
concur.
we should find out
Sean,
the
how
help.
you been?
What if
I
Yussa's up
don't
there?
know if you said it
It's
earlier.
either the city in
How's the
general
world
and
treating
the,
you? The world is treating
terribly
me
tormented souls
quite well,
of the
except for
ward or
Walgreens sucks
Yussa.
and
Potentially,
charged me
Yussa, but
$100 more
the
for
other
my
one is
meds
just
than
us
they should
guessing,
have.
right?
Could
Yeah.
also meditate
So,
and see if
I
I can
hate them,
find him through
But it is what
his
it is.
city.
Oh yeah, I could probably scry on him too.
Might be able to.
But you should meditate first.
Okay, yeah, it doesn't. I'll try. Give me 10 minutes.
Give
So what are
me
you attempting?
10 minutes.
Okay.
We literally can't answer
Okay.
that question. Hey, dude.
I am gonna go find a quiet corner. I'm gonna
Horse and buggy and come along, 'cause you can't
get in a
ride
very
if you can't
meditative
hold on. Singing
monk
Yippee-ki-yay.
headspace. You know? And
Never get used to that.
I'm going to attempt to imagine myself
I just realized my chair was so far
of
back I couldn't like properly sit.
the-
Now I'm not hunched over.
Nicodranus
You
coastline.
pay for meds
and meditate
Sean?
on that feeling and
Yes.
meditate on my breath.
I don't have
and see
prescription
if I
med
can
insurance,
connect to the
and I didn't
cognosa and
realize
find Yussa.
how different places could
So
be.
you're
And I was telling
attempting
everyone
to
earlier
connect your consciousness
across
with
the
the
street
consciousness
of the pharmacy I
into that
decided to
network
pick
to try and locate.
the same exact meds,
you-
brand and
where
everything, were
Yussa might be.
$25.
You're trying to connect to
and the
Cognosa?
place I went
Well,
cost me
I mean, that's how I
$125.
figured
But I
it
had
would go.
already
Go ahead and roll
done
a.
it.
When you say it
And it
like
was
that,
too
it
late
sounds
for me to
terrible.
switch.
Well, you've already said you're trying it. Go
Yeah.
ahead
And they were
go ahead
like,
roll a d20.
well, don't get
add
meds
your
from
wisdom
us next
modifier,
time. And I was like,
add a
I
bonus
will
for each
wait
item you
outside
kill.
and murder. I didn't say that,
Plain
'cause that's
dreams come true.
This is the realm of manifestation.
Well, plus
That's
four,
true. That's
right?
true.
Wait, do you have 4?
Just 4 now?
4 eyes or 3?
No.
3.
3.
You go.
Straight wisdom plus 3.
straight wisdom. Yeah, you cannot compare
Okay.
campaigns. Do you
Okay.
remember those
Good thing for those. Good
cerebral
thing for those
moments from the
bonuses.
X-Men movies? That is how I imagine
not
Bo
bad.
is diving into the network looking like.
My
I
wisdom
definitely
modifier.
know. I just rewatched the
Okay.
X-Men's not
What's
too
your
long
wisdom
ago.
modifier?
When Wolverine
plus
Deadpool
4.
came out, I
So
rewatched
that's
all the X-Men movies.
17 total.
I am very
17 is
familiar with
pretty good.
Cerebro.
Okay.
I also grew
Okay.
up
So you listen,
with the
you
X-Men comic books.
concentrate
I'm
on
a
the
big fan
sound
of the
of
animated
waves.
series. I reacted to the new animated series on YouTube.
Pulling back. And the rhythmic aspect of it seems to give way instead to the rhythmic sound of breathing.
The music kicked in.
Like the inhale and exhale of a massive living.
We are under an hour, everybody. We
And as
need
you time your breath
23
with
more
that,
likes. We're under an hour.
Bo, as a concept, disseminates, and you feel that tickle at each location where the eyes are. And for a moment, you are connected loosely to thousands of broken minds. It's electrifying and frightening, but for a brief instant, it's like every nerve on your body begins to spark. Slightly painful, slightly interesting. But you haven't felt connected and alive like this before, and you instinctually begin to try and withdraw, but you redouble your efforts and focus. And you are part of a sprawling network of broken consciousness. And you can sense...
I'm digging it. I'm getting
oddly,
quiet
the
because
city.
it's quiet. The dude JB, what is up?
The repeated patterns.
Still up for watching the Scanlan
fractals
song?
in its
Hey Jay,
design.
still up for watching Scanlan songs?
You see where the
When the season
neighborhoods
ends,
are
got a few
copied
of
and
my
conceived
favorite for
tunnels.
the part of the campaign.
Massive tunnels
By
that
all
all seem
means,
to
the dude.
converge into one
I hope
central
you've been
place
well.
towards the center, below, where you feel the core of the Subnovan.
So we are tapped in. Is it like it's? I'm
You concentrate
immediately
on
thinking
Yussa.
the Matrix, jacked into the Matrix of the
And you feel a
Subnovan.
familiar force, a brusqueness, but a gentleness. The essence of your friend, and you follow it. And in that brief moment, that connection to this grid of consciousness instead becomes a singular spark, like you're being pulled along an electric line, until suddenly you're on the surface. There's no sight involved here. You're not seeing, you're just part of
Hack the
street.
planet.
And for a brief moment, you want to just let it take over. To just find comfort in this No, you push against it. And amongst the varying hollow bodies walking the streets, going through the motions, you see one of darker skin and light hair and elvish complexion,
Lighter skin,
wandering aimless amongst them.
dark hair.
Maybe about better part of a mile to the east of where you are on
Do
the
I
surface.
know this person?
How
Should
does
I
he
know
look?
this person?
Does he look like he's still in his own mind?
It's odd. Everyone else is physically here. He is partially.
Right.
You're not seeing him, you're just sensing. It's all through that connective tissue. And Yussa
Jay,
is connected to this
Any new
network,
films you could
but his
recommend?
connection is hollow.
The new VHS was really good.
Right. Astral projection.
It's called VHS Beyond.
I just
If
say.
you want a good scare horror
Yussa.
movie, it was pretty good.
Yussa, it's the Mighty Nine. We're here.
You sense Yussa's attention turn. And in that moment, you sense something bright and red coming from elsewhere.
Oh, great.
I cut.
Oh,
Okay? You
bright
withdraw.
and red. Is that something to
You
do with
managed to maintain
Teal'c's
yourself for
art?
that. But
Eyes.
maybe not
bright
enough
red.
to do so unnoticed. You traveled on the network of Cognos' consciousness. But
Hack.
something
Did he
saw
just
you.
say hack the planet?
Got sliced.
You got sliced. I'm pretty sure Sam just said a hack. Oh, hack to you. Hack to you. Maybe he. I don't know. All I know is
Alright, that's
it's very
So we
similar.
dovetail the two narratives.
She's looking for
finally.
Yussa. Okay.
working on
That,
this
I wasn't sure if that was Yussa though. I wasn't sure.
Me and Sam play the long
I know it was
game.
happening, but I wasn't sure if
Caleb,
that
read the
was
tunnel
like
at the
I was
system.
expecting them to turn around. It was like someone that
Hello
resembled
reforms into
or we thought it was, and it wasn't. It was like a dark entity version or something. All right. Well,
But you find your way back.
so I'm
That
thinking
was awesome, and I don't recommend it at the same time.
What
next
happened?
week I'm probably gonna watch
I
Suitable
saw Yussa.
Flesh.
He's
That
here.
I don't know. The
He's
Substance I
on
just
the
got
surface,
with Demi
still
Moore.
wondering.
People told me The Substance is
wandering
wildly
around.
crazy. I don't know if you'd call it a
He
horror
doesn't-
movie, but it's definitely like a dramatic thriller.
He doesn't appear
psychological
lost
thriller.
yet.
Maybe we can recruit
I didn't
him.
see it yet, but I
Yeah,
heard
he's
it's
maybe a
crazy.
mile or
I don't know if
so
that's good
from
or
here.
bad.
He's not far.
A specific direction?
East is what you said.
It's in reference to the NordVPN.
It's hard to say
ad.
northwest,
It's a
east, south
whole
because there is
skit
no
they
real
do.
direction here. But if you're
Yeah.
looking from an overhead point of where you are,
I could kind of
it's the
get
best way you could triangulate it. Yeah.
Okay, I think I could track him, but I think I was noticed.
What
I
do you mean you were
think
noticed?
I'm pretty sure you were noticed.
It's hard to describe because it's so
I wouldn't think.
amorphous,
I
but
would
like a
bet money you
burning
were noticed.
red sensation, like another eye,
As she's
like a force
speaking,
day all,
the
Neil.
wall behind
Hello
her,
to
you
my good
watch
friend
as the
Neil.
stone
We're down
begins
already to the last.
bulge.
Oh, maybe we should go.
And the color turns a deep crimson.
We go.
I think it knows where we are.
Move.
Move.
We run.
Take off.
We run.
Oh, this
You
isn't
run.
good.
You head back through the tunnel,
Yep.
charging back where you were, just running through the darkness. A bright red light begins to push from one of the walls as you pass.
Oh, like that. It looked exactly like
going,
that.
keep going.
Okay.
Which way? Where?
We're just running through the tunnel back.
Are we going to the help
Back
tunnel?
to the intersection.
Okay. You
This
run,
isn't
you continue to run
great.
towards the intersection, and as you're reaching the point of the mid area, you see from the floor, bubbling up, that same kind of bright red light, that spherical light, the same light that you saw push through some of the people of this town, begin to push from
Only here
beneath
for an hour or so.
the
Neil, you'll be
skin-like
here
ground
plenty.
as you run past.
We're going to be
you
done in
arc around
under an
it.
hour unless we hit.
I'm gonna.
Oh, we're actually doing good on the likes. 17 more likes. But we have about
I'm gonna
50
cast
minutes
calm
left, give or
emotions.
take.
On the orb.
On the orb? Cool. Okay, what's the DC on that?
Idea.
18.
Good call.
Do it.
That's a fail.
Great.
Rolled a
So,
5.
I can make the
Oh,
target
but
indifferent
forgot about this part. I
us.
think my brain
Indeed.
smushed what happened to Kree
And
together.
as you rush to the
with what's
intersection
about to
and
happen.
grab the rails to begin climbing, you just hear a voice kind of peek through all of your minds. It says, "Wait, where are you going?"
Oh shit!
It's a Somnovum.
Yeah.
It's one of them.
Do you want to talk to it? It's
I don't-
indifferent to
Do
us
we?
now.
I mean, I
don't
feel like this is
know.
extremely dangerous
How
to
long?
talk to this
Maybe it's in a
thing.
good mood.
Yeah, how long does
It
this go
doesn't
on?
seem violent, but
a
it
minute.
could be tricking
Get
us.
in a couple of
It could just be
words?
like,
Ask it
wait,
some
where are you going? I
questions.
just want to play.
Who are you?
It could be like, what was Gage, the kid in Pet Cemetery?
Arrive by
I want to
sheer
play with
force of love and
you.
family.
He
Protecting
didn't want to
those
play
that
with
bring
you.
you joy
He
and
wanted to
meaning.
cut
That
our Achilles tendons and eat
is
us.
true purpose. Through these bonds eternal, everything has meaning. We seek to bond everything in love and to become one as we are.
It's a
Absolute.
cult thing.
Eternal love, without boundaries.
What is your name?
I am Gordius.
Gage Creed.
Wait, that was
I want to
under
play with
Oblivion,
you.
not love.
He was also,
mean,
if I'm not
kind of
mistaken,
Glad I
the
could
kid from
catch you
Kindergarten Cop.
while the
that
others are
said
distracted.
boys have a penis and girls
Everyone
have a
searches for the
vagina.
nonagon. And I was curious. You all seem to have been marked. Most of you, at least. Welcome.
The voice is just
What would bring
creepy. It's
all of
not.
you joy?
I mean, I'd rather that than horrific and
Do
terrifying.
not
But
know what would bring all of us joy. We all have different ideas when we're apart. I hate to bother, but it's rare that we find those that, well,
I love that kid. He
separate.
was in Kindergarten Cop and also The New Nightmare. Yes.
How can we bring him
I
up?
Kindergarten Cop. Well, I might have
can
said
I
it
talk
after you
to?
posted that. The New Nightmare. I forgot about that. Yes, he is the little boy,
worry.
Nancy's child.
I just
Heather
want to bring
Langenkamp.
this love to everyone. I want us to all come together.
I want us
But
to all
fast
come
down,
together. Is Sam laughing at
Kolpasi.
that? Is Sam
Reject
laughing at?
the
I want us to all
embrace.
come together.
What?
Fastadan and Kolpasi.
Fastadan and Kolpasi.
Fastodon
Tatsy?
and Kolpasi.
They are driven from unity through disgust, arrogance, and deeply misplaced shame. They would divide and maintain the horrid separation that plagues all life and cosmos.
The kid. Oh yes, he was in
Breeding
Full House too.
strife
He
through
was in Full
loneliness
House.
and
I think he was one of Michelle's friends
If
when they
you
were
could
little
show
kids.
love for each other
All
and
of
for
these
us,
are correct. I used to watch all these things.
could you find
I still
where
watch all
they're
these
harbored
things.
within the Aether Crux and
The Aether Crux.
maybe grant them their separation from reality as they so seek, so that the rest of us might join without doubt? Please.
Yep, we're on it. Okay, bye.
Yep, we got it. We got it. Thanks
Is
a
the
lot.
Aether
Nice
Crux maybe
meeting
like,
you. We
kind of in the center
look at the
of
time.
everything,
Yeah, like
maybe
I'd be
down,
doing that
almost
too.
looks like it's
Look at the time. Gotta go.
planets
Thanks
in
a lot, everybody.
gravitational field.
Yeah.
Ariel
Yeah,
Winter.
okay.
Is that his name?
Cool.
If it is, I don't know.
think I know
I don't
what
know
it
his
is.
real
Watching,
name.
I could
Who's the kid from Modern
help you get there.
Family?
Do you all live there?
Which one?
Is that like your only bunk?
Are
Are you
and
roommates?
aren't. We are everywhere in this city,
Bunk.
but we come together there, mostly.
Okay. Okay.
Good talk, good talk. It's probably running off.
Yeah, I think I don't think we
talk.
need directions. Okay, bye.
Good talk. We don't need anything else. We're good. Thank you.
Who wants to make the persuasion check that you're all on the up and up with this?
I do.
Yes.
Come on,
Yes.
How do you present this
Yeah,
case
present
that
the
you
case
are
for
indeed
it. I
listening
want to
to
hear.
this
Ford's usually pretty good at
individual
this.
That is like
I would
awaiting
either say
a deep
Caduceus or
confirmation
Ford
that you're
or
alive.
Caleb. I feel like
We
Jester
will
is
find
too crazy.
Fastadan and Cole Posse and make sure that they are separated via the ether crux as you wish.
I'm gonna try to give him advantage, and I'm gonna go up and hug my arms around his waist and go, all we care about in this world is love and unity.
All
And I
right.
kiss him.
Are you taking that as a persuasion or
Leaned
deception?
away from you.
I know he
We need, do you,
Are you using
to
deception
follow
or
through on this?
persuasion?
Deception.
Make a
I'm
deception.
using crystal blue persuasion.
You just kiss his shoulder.
Chewing on his jawline.
24.
24.
Not
Plus 10
too
on my
shabby.
deception.
Okay.
10 on deception.
The red eye that is kind of buoyed up from the ground, and you can see now it's spiraled up like this like twisted arm of a tether that ends in the glowing orb of this eye with a strange bead of orange yellow pupil-like light in the center. And it's odd because it has no facial features to speak of, but there's something about the voice and the light that is
Soothing.
oddly comforting
Yeah, it's
in
like a
the way it
soothing-
speaks. And those of you of high enough
But I think it's
passive
part of the
insight,
psychology
given the
of
place
it.
you are,
Or
makes
maybe it
even
just
more
acts
off-putting.
euphoric.
But as you finish your
Because it's-
statement and your display of affection,
Crazy.
the eye begins to withdraw. Then go
Awkward
quickly.
promos.
I sense that once their search is done and they find the Nonagon, we'll be called together once more. And when our minds are one, we cannot speak like this. And the eye vanishes into the floor.
All right, we got out of it.
We are just making friends.
Are just making friends. We're just making
Did
friends,
Cole
everybody.
Motion
Love
come
you
at
all.
Or was it
Jay,
always-
I'll tell Code you said hi.
Fastadan
Do so.
and
I don't
Cole
know.
Posse.
Never mind, guys. Gotta go.
They
LOL.
want division
Ariel
and
Winters-
things that are probably more in line with what we
Older
want, rather
brother
than
was
everybody being
Pugsley from the Addams family.
connected.
Really?
In
Miko?
Aether.
That's
part of
right.
the-
That name sounds
yeah, they're part of the-
They
familiar.
lowered the DCs
Miko
needed for any sort of
Hughes.
Because we needed 3 more
I knew the
names,
Miko
think,
name.
And that
We
was
did.
2 of them.
And I'm assuming the ninth is Nonagon.
Who was
I think
Ariel
so.
Winter?
Maybe.
Unless
Still
it's
wanna
the
see
old-
the
Wasn't the
help.
little boy's real name
Unless it's
Miko or
like
something
a
like that?
master
You are
emotion
correct.
or something
The blonde-headed
like that.
white
Master.
kid,
Where
creepy
you
as
saw,
fuck.
was it a mile on
Love
the
you all.
surface, or could
Jay,
we,
take
are
care.
we
Blah, blah, blah.
potentially
Yeah, tell
taking this
Cobb I said hi.
help tunnel?
Text me later,
Is that
Neil.
easterly?
Would I know
I'm
that?
almost
Tunnel
back
would be more, if
in
you're looking at that
business,
sort
ready
of
to
different
go to a
directional pass, it would
movie
be the
if
different
one comes
directional
out that's
pass.
worth seeing.
Other way.
What's
And it
coming out
was
in
on
the
the
theaters
surface,
that's
it
worth
was not
seeing
on the
anytime
surface.
soon?
That's where
he was-
Yussa is.
Yeah.
That's where Yussa is.
But the
The
Aether crux you
is
felt
in the
down.
center and down.
And could you guide us there?
The Aether
You could certainly try.
Could certainly try.
You could certainly
Do
try.
we want to spend the time to try to pull Yussa out of wherever he is?
I was just thinking that, because it's
Because-
just his...
Yeah,
But if he's astral projecting or something,
but
he can
if
still
he could
help.
leave, he would have by now.
Yeah.
So we should try to get him out.
Or
Feels
we're
like, you might
abandoning
have,
him.
feels like you might be the fly stuck in the fly trap.
I think so.
I just want to see.
And if we
All
set
right,
him
what's
free, then
27? Okay.
At least he can go home.
We're almost down to the
Maybe.
final 40 minutes, everybody.
Maybe not
I wanted to make sure I was correct on the time. We need 26 likes.
27.
No, 16. 16 likes. 16 likes.
In
We're down
theory,
to
yes.
About 45 minutes.
Depending on how the astral body has been captured or tethered. Everything here is far beyond even just the studies of astral travel, astral projection, and elements here defy or supersede previous knowledge. There is a good chance, you imagine, that upon just destroying or, absolving the connection of this place, that, yeah, Yussa may be set free in return. Or could be destroyed along with it. You don't know. Your role at least offers the confirmation of a possibility of either.
Well, even if he doesn't know, I believe that if we leave this city adrift.
Y'all watch
He's just going to
last
drift with it.
season Modern
if
Family
we don't
and
try,
tell me that
That's it for him.
the kid isn't
So-
engaged.
He's here because
defeat the
I
city
honestly
and we
didn't
destroy
watch
it completely.
that much
He'll
Modern
potentially
Family.
be released
I
along
watched
with
like
all of the other
really
thousands of
early
people.
seasons when they were young.
Maybe.
Whatever.
I caught
that
episodes here and there.
It
My
seems like the
sister's a
ether crux
massive
might
Modern
be
Family
the
fan.
port by which we do that. Maybe there's a way that we.
Maybe it's like the heart.
Yeah, if it's like an entryway in, it could also be a point of egress out.
I
So,
wonder if that's where Lucian is.
A point
Maybe
of
that's why they can't
egress.
see him.
I mean, I certainly don't want to
The first time I
destroy his
ever
mind
heard
in the
the word
Matrix and then his
egress
body
was the
dies
Hall
back
of
in
Egress from Adventure
Alexandria,
Time.
but
I mean, he's been here for a while. You don't think that he could help? Don't think he'd be of any use?
I don't know if they really explore the city, the people that live here, or if they roam aimlessly.
I don't know.
I think we owe it to him.
and we're sure he didn't want to be connected, right? He was just curiosity got the cat.
Who would?
There's no way to know.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
his
how
motives.
would we ever really know what he really
If
wants?
we go up after
He
Yussa,
could
it
have
could
told us and we
delay us
he could be lying.
half a day.
Maybe.
It's a mile
One
away.
would
delay
never
us an
actually know
hour.
for
Half a day
sure.
with
I
problems.
believe. I
With
do
problems.
believe.
Yes, but that's okay because we've destroyed or we've taken care of a crest.
So it's not going home.
Not yet.
Unless Lucian somehow leaves here and comes back, but
Or the other thing I was thinking, we've seen some pretty cool things with time bending here.
I never watched the show, just
I don't
seen
know.
clips.
Could he undo?
I want to
us
blame the
taking
booze, but I
crest
don't
away?
think that's fair. I am so tired.
Time bend, not this
I
place.
No,
feel
but
pretty good,
There's
but I
technology
know
around.
that after I'm done,
Not here.
I'm going to
But in
get
New York.
sushi and
As far
crash.
as
as far as we know,
Very
this
early
place
tonight.
did have technology.
I didn't go to sleep till like 2 in the morning.
It would be
I was
meat.
very
at this
drunk.
Point.
Yeah, he's got a point.
Well,
But I ate
it's
good.
an unknown.
I probably
because
should have
there
drank more
undoubtedly
water.
was things like that here. Maybe they work, maybe they don't.
Seen very few real things here.
I understand.
yeah.
But this is also very, reality seems fluid.
Fair.
The only thing that we've done consistently, the only choice that we've ever consistently made is to take care of our friends.
So we go help him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right,
Okay.
we have just
I try
decided
and
we are making our way.
Guide us back
Making
as
our way.
kind of quickly as I feel like I remember.
Certainly. As you all emerge
We
from
have-
the trap tunnel
Is that Sue
back
Hurd?
to the surface
Am
streets,
I reading
you can
that right?
see once more
I think it's
the
Sue Hurd. Are you
aimless
new, or is
bodies
that
of the
another
innocents
account from somebody
wandering,
else? If you are
directionless, going
new,
through the motions of their
welcome.
previous lives, these stilted echoes of who they
Expect
once
more
were.
sushi pics
And you all
tomorrow on
begin
Discord.
to will yourselves upward.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely do
flying
my
back
sashimi
above
tonight. Last night
the
I had a
city
steak
line itself,
for the
heading
first
the
time
direction
in like a
of
month and a
Beauregard's
half.
Gardens.
So I got
So
my
you're guiding
steak
them.
fix
Would you mind
in.
making
I
a
had
perception
beers. I
Can
got
I
my
give
beer
her
fix.
guidance to
I need my sushi.
Guide
you.
my guidance.
Guide my guidance.
Yo, dog, I heard you like to be guided.
What did you?
Miko was
What did you-
not in Modern
perception?
Family. I just
He's
checked.
ghosted.
Veth needs to hush
I'm not
her
good at
fresh
this already.
mouth.
8.
8.
That's real bad.
It's real bad. I rolled a 3.
8.
He was
It
in
takes you a
Doogie
little
Howser
longer than you
MD,
would have hoped.
Melrose Place, and others, really. I did watch both of those. I used to watch Doogie Howser all the time. Was
But
he
you
a
do still
regular
manage
or
to
like a random
zero in
episode of Doogie
on the
Howser?
neighborhood that you
I
recall.
watched Doogie Howser
It's
all the time.
challenging largely because a lot of these
Melrose
streets are
Place I would
patterned, and
catch
so
occasionally.
after a certain time of travel, you
was a
begin to wonder if you've
giant
circled back
90210
because it seems
fan.
like you've already been this way.
I think it was the
But
fact
then you begin
that
to
Kelly
notice the smaller details
was
and
like
realize
the
that
hottest thing
no,
to
the
me.
movements
So I
here
watched
seem
the
different.
show
You look back
just because
and
of Kelly.
you're traveling. It's just that
Jenny Garth.
that odd fractal pattern to the city's expansion just messes with your head until eventually you find that similar neighborhood that you recall sensing, where you sensed Yussa. Took you a little longer. But as you touch down in that area,
C2 is my
all
favorite
can
campaign.
see,
It's 2, then
just
3,
around the
then
edge
the last is 1.
of the corner,
I had
figure.
people usually say 2, 1, 3.
white silver short hair,
The majority of
darker
the
skin,
people I talk to
flowing
say
golden
campaign
robes,
2,
just
then 1, then 3.
walking away.
But
need to
everyone's
pick
entitled
up
to
my
their
pace and
opinion,
catch
and
up
I
to him.
couldn't tell you because I've only seen 1.
When you go up to him, Caleb, just go.
I think that's a very wise
You'll
choice
blend
to
in.
scare
Customer
the shit out of
You
everybody.
approach, and as you
even
get
though
closer,
he
you
probably
can
would
see
blend right in.
his features are blurred. This is not a full corporeal form. This is a somewhat spectral-looking image of Yussa that still remains with each footfall connected, tethered to Cognosa, like the other denizens.
Yeah.
Yussa. It's me. It's Caleb.
He's been facing away from you and turns around, and where the face would be, you just see this open, vacuous hole. This dark space.
That's
just looks back at
terrifying.
You hear me? Can you speak?
you. There's no voice.
Can you speak?
There's recognition.
His face
because it
is a
turns.
vacuous hole. If he
nothing
spoke, that'd
beyond
be
that.
even more
I think-
terrifying.
Towards his form and say, raise your hand if you understand.
That's a good one. I like that.
Can you still think towards people?
That's what I said.
I know, but
Sure, I'm...
with mind blank.
Well, I don't know. But I'm shielded from people controlling me.
He still use his mind, I'd say.
Okay.
But it's... Cast my own blank.
I just
don't
meant like
think that
no, I
is
just
what
meant
you
like
thought it was going to do.
telepathy.
Yeah.
I negate the powers I got.
Yes.
Right. There is no response.
No response. So he is
It's gonna be weird. I'm gonna
dead
cast
to the
guidance
world.
on Yussa.
Guidance
On
on
Yussa.
Yussa.
We need you to focus.
This is pretty
Come
cool.
here and be with us.
Make an Arcana check, Caleb.
Interesting.
have an idea as
Guidance
well.
on Yussa.
That is a 21.
21. The magic that tethers him here continues to tether him here. And you can just vaguely see on the outline of the body this silver cord that kind of drifts and then vanishes into the ether that represents the connection to the body.
Pull
So,
on
the
the
spell-
silver cord.
That has brought Yussa here, though captured as he is.
We
still
stole
remains,
this from him.
and still is part of what keeps him caged.
Parts
So,
of
We could
3 drag
potentially
worse
dispel it.
than
I
the
reach my hands
Brass
into his
City,
form.
does that say? Brass City and the Hells in C1, but the overall
and I
arc is
banish him
fun.
back to the material plane.
We are nerds. Campaign 3 is fascinating. Conversation is brilliant. 3 is killing it in its last quarter here. I've
As
been on the floor
your
rolling.
hands alight
We stole this
with
from
energy.
him. We stole it.
There is
Pet
a
Cemetery was the very
sudden
first
burst
credit.
of life
which
and
would have
movement
been
from
after
Yussa's
Modern
somewhat
Family,
spectral
I'm pretty
form.
sure.
And in that movement, there is a facade of that faceless image that is kind of left behind like a ghosted shadow as Yussa's spirit is pushed out of it briefly. And you can see the face of Yussa looking back at you through it into a smile and just says, "Thank you." And you watch as the spirit is lifted on the tether like a parachute cord and dragged
All right,
away.
look at that. Look at that.
Okay.
He's free.
He's
Well, that's
free.
one big
Yeah,
deed for
all right.
the day.
Okay.
Does
All
he
right.
come
He's not
back
help,
in a minute,
but
or,
it's, you know.
or does he just stay there?
He comes
No, I
back in
think
a
he's
minute.
gone.
I don't think he was very in a place to help us.
No.
Yeah.
no.
I think we're lucky we did
So
what
now
we
we find
did.
our way back down.
Yes. Yes.
Mom used to say useful like a hole in the head. I think that's what she meant.
Oh my god.
Bo, did you see where the crux was?
It's hard to describe, but it just kind of felt like the absolute center of this place, like a fixated point.
Yussa is no
Above
Gilmore,
ground or below?
but I'm
Below.
glad that happened. It was. I
Right?
dug it.
Yeah.
I didn't know where it was going. It ended peacefully.
Yeah.
Do I feel like I have, or would I fuck it up like I fucked us getting to Yussa? Could I get us back down?
We do.
How would you want to get back down?
Walking. I'd like to walk there. How do you wait? Can I wait?
Whoa.
Wait.
Whoa.
How would you like to down
We have
it?
to find a way down. You know what? Maybe we just ask
How would you like to down
somebody for help.
this?
Maybe
How
we
would
ask
you like
one
to
of the
down this?
Somnovum.
Maybe we just imagine ourselves there.
Are you gonna do that?
As well.
Yeah.
Try it.
Yeah.
All right,
All right,
I'm
let's
down.
try it.
I'm down. Try it. Imagine ourselves
What does it
there.
look
Try
like?
it.
Fuck with a what?
Let's do it.
Yeah, like how he opened up the
Okay.
flesh.
Do you
to
fuck
get
with
us
mind
down.
powers?
Let's fuck with mind powers.
Do you spice?
Get near us. Yeah, and
Let's think of it.
I'm gonna like loop around. Yeah, we're gonna use
Marisha is just a
got
little
power of
flustered.
the
imagination.
power of mind bullets.
The place of dreams. We
Yes.
all have a lot of eyes amongst us.
This is
And
gonna
I've
be so
already seen
stupid
it.
If it doesn't work.
I've already seen.
Well, we've looked.
This is
stupid.
the place of dreams. It sounded very Willy
acid
Wonka.
trip right now.
Wait,
Totally a
Gene
practical
Wilder.
acid
I know it's
trip.
not a
I
quote
agree.
of his,
Like
I agree.
this?
but it sounded like something
Before we
he would
just
say.
prayer circle this thing, are there other like drones walking nearby
Yussa
that are
is
attracted
an
by the banishing of the soul
social-
from this living?
the Lord
relate.
Daily.
I
None of the
relate so
other
much.
there are other entities walking
Yussa
through here.
is an
different people
asocial-
from the ancient Eorn times themselves.
Am I reading that right? If I am,
going about their
I don't
ghosted,
know what
patterned
asocial is.
non-lives, just as
creepy
you've seen
ass.
before. None were close enough
He's
to have
not-
been caught or at least
that
paid
like
attention to this display yet.
Aromantic.
Are there any
but
buildings, any
asocial?
alleys that we can kind of tuck into?
Yeah, there's a building not too like immediately to your left if you want to.
Yeah, let's all. This
All right.
is weird to
We're
do.
14 likes
Shuffle,
away,
shuffle,
everybody,
shuffle,
by the way.
shuffle.
14 likes
Okay.
away.
You can go ahead and open
We're
the door,
down
and
to
as
the
you pull the
final
door, it's
30
odd because
minutes.
when you pull
30
it,
minutes left.
The door seems to like stretch
14
first and
likes
then
away.
open behind you as you kind of
I hate
Antisocial.
this place.
pull it open.
Oh, grody.
What's it taste like?
Don't.
A little salty.
It's like
Not a
Christmas
social
story, but
person. So yeah, like
10,000
antisocial.
times worse.
That's what I kind of assumed. I've never. I
My tongue
never.
gets close to mouth. goes,
Yes.
So,
But
Monsters.
I figured because I've heard
Yeah.
other things similar.
Remember the one that was the armpit monster?
Yeah.
Yeah, it helps
That's
out.
what I see.
Sure.
Like,
The
what was his name?
armpit monster.
Remember
Pity.
Anyway, yeah.
too long.
Wait, how
voice
many
Victor
names
Leather.
did you guys write down of the some of them so far?
1, 2,
7 or 8?
4,
I have 8.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Tamore, Alactus, Luctus, Ira,
Ira,
Miramis, Guardius, Fastadan, and Cole Pussy.
And Cole Pussy. Cole Posty. Wasn't it Cole Posty?
I just thought it.
Cole
I didn't
pussy.
actually write it down and say it out
Oh
loud.
my god. Cole Posty.
Funky,
Well,
Funky Cole.
4 more eyes
Pussy.
appear on your butt.
Are they eyes?
And Matt DM, from what you said before, from our
35
memory, did we
likes.
get any
How
other like
do
emotional
you
imprints
spell
to the other ones?
We haven't met all of them.
You've only met
Their names.
3.
Does that say
And it was
colmative?
Timur
fear,
was scared. Ira was
You
like wrathful.
was anger.
introvert.
Gadius
Yeah.
wanted
You
oblivion.
is
But was
introvert.
loving.
was
Hope
internal love.
everyone's having a good Friday
then
night. What is up, Rye?
Gaudius
Not
mentioned
necessarily
Fastadan and
antisocial.
Cole
That's in my head. I was
Posty.
like, is it actually antisocial? Probably not
Cold
necessarily.
pasty.
Arrogant
Pussy
and
showing up
shameful.
early.
So I'm assuming
Ryan,
that
how are you?
either one of those are
Hope all
arrogance
is well.
and shame.
Saints had the worst game I could remember yesterday while I was at the bar. I was telling everyone earlier.
we're gonna use
I
power
made
of
a
imagination.
point to go out last night for the first time in like
you
over a
stepped into
month.
the bottom floor of
watch
the
Thursday Night
structure. On the
Football and
inside,
enjoy a
there
steak
is
and
a
a beer.
semblance of an interior.
And the
you see
Saints
furniture,
played
you
the
see
most miserable game
candles on
I can
tables.
remember.
And as you step down into the floor kind of gives slightly, and everything has almost a spongy texture to it. It's odd, but at least it's
At the end of the game,
solid-ish.
whoever was still left, the
But
whole
you
stadium was
gather
chanting
up.
"Fire the coach."
So I gather up and first
I think I can't
project
remember the exact
image that
words,
I
but they were
saw
chanting
of the Aether Crux
to
into
fire the
Caleb's
coach
mind.
of the Saints because he is,
Kind of trying
in my
to
opinion as well, way
show
before
him
that game.
what I saw.
I have said since last
And
year
then
that he is one
I
of the
say,
worst coaches I've ever seen.
Help
in my
me
life.
share it to them.
And he has just continued to coach
Yeah,
and
poof,
ruined my life.
And
I hate his
share
guts.
the image
He should never have
to
coached to begin
Deuces
with.
and Ford and
Miserable.
Yasha.
He came from
it
the
out.
Raiders and had like an 8
then I'm just gonna
28
look at
losing
everybody.
record. And then the Saints were like, that looks like a guy that should run
Imagine
our
we were
team.
there.
So I hate him.
Does everybody see it in their heads?
Which means the owner is an asshole too. Because the owner should have never hired him. So the owner and the
Both of
coach
you
suck.
roll a wisdom check.
Not in a
With your
harming
wisdom
way,
modifier
but a bit
plus
antisocial. Really,
number of
really
eyes that you
love
carry,
being
which is three.
alone.
Okay, please roll high this time.
I'm kind of a loner.
Not good.
I have been single by choice now for like
All told.
3 going
10
on 4
total?
years. I've always had girlfriends my whole
24.
life. From like high school, 16 years old, till
24.
about 3 or 4 years ago.
17.
I never went more
You,
than like 3 to
Caleb.
6 months without a girlfriend for a long period
Close
of
your
time.
eyes and
I would date
focus.
people.
And
And I was
concentrate.
like, I'm going to be alone willingly
And you're having a
choose to be
hard
alone
time
because I just wanted
grasping what it means to will.
not
You
have
have
to worry about
built
other
a
people
life about
besides like my
forcing
family and stuff.
the elements
And
of the
I
world
really
to
enjoy
bend to
it.
your whims and ideas.
But I still want to
And there's
get
something in
married
this moment that leaves
eventually.
you unfocused, and you're uncertain why you're being barred.
Patriots are in full rebuild mode. I enjoyed
Something
Drake
opens inside.
May's performance last
Your
weekend, though. Patriots, what are they now?
You
2 and 3?
Concentrate and focus on
I feel like they're 2
the
and
image
3.
and the
Or maybe
sensation
2 and
of
4.
the
They're probably. I
apricots,
can't remember if they had their
the
bye week
location.
yet. All I know is they're
as you're
they can't be
concentrating,
worse than the Saints. They might have the
You
same
can't
record.
help but extend yourself a bit back to Cognosa
Sure.
to connect once more
Luckily,
to this network.
everyone else in the Patriots division is doing shit.
And you all hear a
the Bills
strange
are doing
sound.
good. Hissing sounds,
And the
everybody. We
floor
got
of the room
hissing
next to you
sounds.
begins to curl open.
We are 1 and 5.
And the tunnel
Then they are
begins
worse
to
than the
reveal
Saints. My bad.
itself downward, willed into existence.
I thought they had at least 2 wins.
Okay, I love this place.
That's really cool.
Does it also taste salty?
Ew.
Is it,
I
Just
don't
one
think
note, weirdly.
either of us are making.
so it's just
the
a tunnel,
playoffs,
like
Ryan.
like it looks like a water slide.
Wow.
I said last
It-
night,
it-
I was like,
it's
I
about
already think it's too late.
6,
But if
6.5
we
feet
did
tall, so
something
somebody made
great
the- the
yesterday,
kind of
there was like a
traversable,
chance.
walkable. It's cylindrical.
After
and it
last
looks-
night, I was like,
yeah,
that's it.
It looks
We're already
mostly
7
smooth,
games
but the
in.
texture is somewhat striated in places.
And
It
we're
is like
2
a-
and 5.
Sphincter.
Yeah.
2 and 5. 7 weeks
We are in
in.
the colon.
Into
There are
yeah.
10 games left.
Like this is
We are
right.
It is
not
not the
We're
first
talking-
time.
making
No,
the
we're talking.
playoffs.
This
Even
is
if we won
Champagne
every
the image
game
I keep getting
from here out,
when I'm coming to this is
maybe
the other
we'd
side
make
in
it, but I don't
Poltergeist.
even know if that would
Yes,
do it. And,
yes,
and
yes,
we're
yes,
definitely
yes,
not
yes.
winning every
Yeah,
game.
cool.
Pink and white with
No
goo everywhere.
offense
Just
to
be
my
gentle,
team,
Doc.
but I've lost hope. Help me,
Should we go?
Kenobi.
Heroin.
You're
Let's
my
go.
only hope.
Let's go.
Let's hope
Do I
this
have
leads
kind of
to where we
residual?
wanna
Sometimes
go.
people say
Let's do it.
antisocial to
GGs?
describe someone who
down
has
everything.
problems socializing, but
There's
that's
like a
more of
faint
a
tickle.
social-based phobia.
Oh, got another one.
The flesh side. Ninja, how's it going? Are you on break?
Take another eye.
Do you see anything?
Do we?
Do we see any
Not
eyes?
plainly on him at the moment.
Where was
Take off
the
your
tickle?
clothes.
Take off your shirt.
Everyone strip naked.
Kiss your butthole.
Everyone get naked.
I'm already in the tunnel.
Around.
The carrot.
Show us your butthole. Sam goes, show us your
Nobody
butthole.
tugboat.
You never been to county before?
Tugboat. I forgot about the tugboat.
I will spend a minute looking
It's
around.
the motorboating
To his
the other
ankles,
side.
right over
That
his
is one of the best
ankles.
things ever in this
Right
show.
over your heart.
Fourth
Motorboating the other side is the tugboat.
Hey, Caleb.
All right, Caleb.
Shit.
Do I
Caleb
see
shit.
anything different than I did before?
Oh, yeah.
Not at the moment.
Not
no.
at the moment. Okay.
DM, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
You said that the eyes lit up on Kree before she transformed into that thing.
Yeah.
How many
you
did
say
Kree
how
have?
many eyes lit up?
I was just going to
Five.
say
Yeah, 5.
5.
I'm one shy of a flesh monster.
I was thinking the same thing. How many
Yeah.
did Kree
Oh,
have?
man.
That's true.
My mind was going there.
Boy,
As soon
man.
as
Who knows
Travis
if 5
said,
was the
DM, I
limit?
got a
Okay.
question, I was like, he's going to ask my
1/8
question.
level spell. Let's hope it does something. Roll those dice.
I love it.
So do I.
All right, we
Let's
go
go.
into the sphincter.
One eye away
All right.
from possibly turning into a horrifying flesh monster.
I'm sweating.
Yeah.
But he said I used the
vibrating.
8th level spell for a
I'm sure
reason.
two, but I did not prep the other. I couldn't use it if I wanted to.
You traverse deeper and deeper within the steady decline of this tunnel. The willed focus of Beauregard,
Ninja, I
Does not
almost
leave it
muted
weaving,
my dyslexia.
oddly. It is
my
a direct
dyslexia.
channel.
Read that as something else, not
Flightless as it may
appropriate.
be.
No. Land is keeping me very. Oh, Pizza
You
Land is keeping me
continue
very
down.
busy.
Down.
Oh, my dyslexia read
Down.
that as something else, not appropriate. Oh, because you blocked
Until-
something.
Deep within these twitching corridors, into the streets of Cognosa, it begins to widen into walls that are showing semblances of city once more. Bits of stone, sections of wall, cracked brick. Occasionally an eye opens and watches you as you pass before vanishing into the space. You've occasionally seen bits of bone or teeth. Now these become horns and fang-like protrusions, like tusks in places.
This is definitely
It
gotta
seems like
have
the
to
deeper
do
you go,
with the imagery that Teal
the harder it
drew.
is keeping
13
together
likes away.
the idea of what it's
We're
supposed
down
to be.
to the final 20 minutes.
And some of the
20
shapes
minutes.
begin to just
13
become
likes.
wild
Are we
and
gonna
weird.
get there?
More so than the rest of the city, I guess you'd say. Passing beyond this kind of nightmare
Look at Sam's
patchwork
hair
of
with his
architectural
stash.
memory,
That hair with the little coif thing that he has.
odd angles,
with that
and
stash.
twist.
He looks
as it grows taller.
crazy.
And then eventually you see a light. Continuing on the lake, it's brighter and brighter. This pulsing
Danger, Will
red
Robinson.
light.
Holy shit, I made it. Bidet, chat Bidet, Jay Bidet. We're all in the end
tunnel
game now.
begins
The
to give way
Hiking Viking, welcome. Like
into
if
a
you haven't,
massive
subscribe if you
chamber.
haven't, everybody. We're 12
An aorta-like
likes away.
chamber
And we're down
The
to 20
center.
minutes.
of the city.
The aorta chamber.
There are bits of rock and faintly emerging tower structures, sections of building, but nonsensical in placement. Like an offhand sketch of something you saw once that is completely wrong, but just enough to recognize
Focus
what it
time
was supposed
incoming.
to be.
Ninja, I almost. Oh, I read that.
In the middle of it, you see this column. And within this column is this, for lack of a better term, a bulbous collection
Of eyes.
of massive, faintly glowing, pulsating orbs, all mashed like a nest.
What? A column of pulsating orbs. 9 of them?
Looks to be about 9, probably,
Oh,
if you could see it from all
shit.
sides.
A column of 9 pulsing orbs. Do we pull them out? Can we pull them
How tall
out?
is the tower?
How tall is the tower? That's a good question.
To the ceiling, it's about 80 feet.
All right,
The
80
thing
feet.
is like all filling the.
The column, well, you see the central section where these are affixed is kind of towards the base, and the part that's tethered to the top are like stretched tendon and things that are essentially connecting it to the center and giving it more firm power at its base.
Where can we reach the orbs? How far?
of the nonagon.
He's saying they're at
That's-
the base, but like
Perception check.
Aortic valve.
the aorta valve.
Central nervous system.
19.
19.
19's not horrible. I wish it was a little higher.
You glance around
Laura's laugh. I mean, Koaf just scared
and
the
you see
shit
no
out of me.
sign of the nonagon.
It was too quiet.
What you do see is
Eyes. I think there's eyes.
different fluctuating points of red light kind of heading down these tendrils to the center.
Like
and these orbs
electricity?
begin to alight as they do.
Like some sort of conductor.
Quick
or-
to gather that these are likely the various Somnavum returning to greet whoever has stepped into the central chamber.
Well then.
A voice immediately
Oh, great. So we're gonna
fills
be
your
like,
minds.
what if all of them together are going to
Bassy.
take us over?
And commanding.
Ooh, that's not good.
We are the Somnavum. We are consciousness, evolved through high emergence. We thank you for
So
coming.
far, they haven't acted crazy or dangerous,
We welcome
but
our children who see with our eyes. You walk the path of the Nonagon. And though through you will become one, you will not
the music is
grant you
intense.
every desire.
Hold on to your butts.
We will teach you how to manifest them.
Great, thanks. Appreciate it.
What is it? I think that you all want.
Isn't it the Nonagon? They just want the Nonagon, right?
Dreams are the mind testing its limits, reaching out and expanding the will. Consciousness is boundless with awakened will. The soul is consciousness. The soul should not be bound to a short-lived vessel and collected high treacherous idols as a trophy. Dreams are the mind's discovering potential.
What?
And together, we
Totally read that as
As a novel.
dreams are the mind's testicles.
have become dream. Every mind, every soul deserves to know this joy.
Travis is
This
laughing this whole
endless
time. I think he's just lost his
understanding
mind. Travis is gone.
of
We lost
purpose
Travis.
and meaning. We are a proto-realm, a new plane of existence about to be born.
Okay, thanks
The
again.
next step
Can we leave? Can we destroy this? Can we rip
In
all
the
the worms out?
evolution of life and the enduring spirit.
You are not content with your home here.
Look at
We
Travis.
are
Travis is
just
hiding.
the spark.
Laura's
It
looking
would
at him
be
too, like, why are you
meaningless to
dying?
Hoard our understanding. It is the right of every living being to know our joy. It is their inevitable reward for the trials and toil of running the divine maze under the alien minds of false gods. They deserve to be with us, and we will not deny everyone their destiny.
I mean, this is literally like a religious cult or something like that.
Who are we speaking to now?
The way he's talking, the way it's talking,
Us,
is like
all of us.
they're not being
We
violent or anything,
are
but I
the
feel like
Son
they
of
could be.
Omega.
The Sum Novum Omega.
So you all get along now?
The Sum Novum Omega. It's an Omega mutant. They're Omega level.
There's no response.
The Omega level mutants are the most
Aren't
powerful
you
mutants
missing
in
one?
the Marvel Universe, so I'm assuming this is super
Yes.
powered.
Our harbinger, the Nonagon. We sense your connection. Would you bring him to us? He is beyond our sight.
The Nonagon is
This
beyond
mind
their sight.
is
I
your
dig it.
foothold
I
to other
dig it.
shores.
Do you dig it, Coco? You dig it?
For now,
Coco's looking right at me.
And he's hiding from you?
I don't know if he's
see some of the
hiding.
color
I don't know if you'd call it
and light in
necessarily
some of
hiding. I
these
think he's just not
mass
able to be
orbs.
seen, the Nonagon.
This conjunction of entities
So
kind
well,
of shifts colors.
they
that at the
made
moment
putting
of
him in a
confusion and
haunted
turmoil
house
visible on
in
the
Vox
surface.
Machina Kickstarter stretch goal.
strange.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, the whole I reacted to it, Hiking Viking. It's on YouTube. I reacted to Travis in the
I wonder what his motive must be.
Spooktacular. It was the Spooktacular. Go after this. Go type in ViewMasters Spooktacular. I reacted to Travis.
With us.
Oh, so that's why he's smiling?
We felt in our eyes.
Because he's horrified. And we all know how well okay, see, I didn't...
9 of us.
I was just like thinking it's creepy and
Wait.
weird. But he's freaked out.
The Nonagon.
Travis is going to have nightmares for
The 9
decades.
of us await the Nonagon.
Yeah, math doesn't seem to add up.
Maybe he's the 10th.
He's the 10th.
We just haven't.
Yeah.
Is he the 10th? I mean, I guess that makes sense, but everything's 999.
Nonagon rejoins you. Will you all
No.
go somewhere
We've said we
together?
only have 8 names, right?
Or are you
Am I
content
crazy?
here?
Is Jay putting it together?
is
We
to
only
bring
had
the
8
key
names. We just went over this. We've only had 8.
And
The
open the
Nonagon is
door.
the 9th. That's why we don't have a 9th name.
And if he does not?
We just talked about this, or am I crazy? Or
The colors are royal and flash. Then we will find another way.
Then you don't know where he is.
I'm surprised no
If you
one
did,
brought that up. I could be wrong,
you
but
could
the
point
fact
us
we only have
toward him.
8 names, it's
And we
awfully
could
convenient.
find him for you.
In a brief moment, you feel this storm of energy reach out. Each of you that has an eye, you feel a part of your body begin to grow cold where that eye is.
Uh-oh.
As if something is peering through and searching you.
Who are the only 2
I'm gonna
without
withdraw.
eyes? There are 2 of us. I can't remember which
Yes.
2. It was Jester
You
and
have
Yasha, maybe?
sought him as well.
I know Jester's one of them, I think.
Find him for us.
I think it was Jester and Yasha have no eyes.
Then
Final 10
All
minutes,
that you've
everybody. We're
ever
12
dreamed.
likes away. 12 likes away, 10
Beyond.
minutes, and we're done.
We will do this for you.
We will do this yet. I would agree.
We will
I
bring
mean,
the
whether
Nonagon to his close.
look at Matt's face. Look at Matt's
Just
gonna
be careful because
jump out of his chair and
he was
eat us.
talking about ultimate power, and I don't know, maybe he's hiding because he wants more than what you offered.
I can't believe this conversation is going so well. Caleb and Bo? Jester and Yasha, I think. Caleb and Bo. I thought it was no. Caleb and Bo definitely have.
eyes?
Yeah, Caleb definitely has eyes. And Bo definitely has eyes. Bo's one of the first ones. I'm pretty sure it's Jester and Yasha. Yeah, I think Bo and Caleb were like 2 of the first
Echoing
ones.
from elsewhere in the chamber.
Echoing. It's Lucien. Lucien is approaching.
Well, I'm glad you came.
Lucien is here.
The invitation was there. And you've all proven exactly as useful as I hoped. The colors shift, and you see the central column begins to warp slightly. And on the opposite side of where you're standing, near one of the other aortic tunnels that ventures past there, you see Lucy standing next to an empty sack and a cluster of 9 or 10 glowing into it charges. All pooled into one pulsing pile.
Well, that's not good.
I needed them distracted. Keep their eyes off me for a bit.
He is about to
So
blow
thank
this
you for that.
joint.
The Somnavin voice begins to echo through all of your minds like a storm of lightning.
Stop him. Stop him. Stop.
And
What do we do? What
Lucien
do we
goes,
do?
Enough of that!
One of us has got to do something to stop these intuit charges.
You all know very well what this is.
Somehow. How do we do it? Dome it? Like put it in a
I'm glad
bubble?
we've all
Like, can we
synchronized
do something?
our schedules through all this chaos. It's perfect.
And we got to move quick. All of us should be deciding what to do right now
city.
in our heads.
Tragic in its fall, yes, but glorious in its discoveries. Some of it studied, prepared enough to harness their terrible fate. And in doing so, and he snaps his fingers, and you watch as the flesh around him forms a chair behind him.
Yeah. Oh, so he literally
throne.
controls it.
And he leans into it.
He just made a flesh throne.
They were reborn greater than they could have ever anticipated. Isn't that right? Power of 1,000 minds, dreams, imaginations, and wills made one. Founded in the ether of manifestation. A miracle unstoppable. Yet rudderless, fractured, wild, jealous, impotent. The colors flicker intensely, and you can see elements of psychic energy trying to begin to spark out of the center column upward, but it's also holding back.
This is not good, people.
You recognize the stalemate between the two sides.
Yeah, so we are the only thing in the way, and we
I once
need
saw them as gods.
to immediately after he's
Being
done
so
talking,
far beyond my
do
ability
something.
to understand. And they chose me to be their herald. But when I died, when I scattered, and they put me back together, I was given a view behind the curtain. And I saw the fallacy I had given everything for. Genius souls, now mewling toddlers, bickering over the power of creation. Someone needed to be the parent.
Shane Barron, hello and welcome.
When children have been acting out, well, making a mess of their potential, for this long even, a responsible caretaker must show discipline, enact punishment,
We're down to the final 5
take
minutes.
the reins of the force.
11 likes away. I don't know if we're going to make it.
I invite you to stay for the show, but I think you'd prefer to run. And he leans back and puts his hand on the devices as they begin to blink faster and faster.
Caduceus, it looks like he's...
How far away is he?
Yeah.
He's about 120, 130 feet from you on the other side of this chamber.
I feel like Caduceus has like an idea. Throne made of flesh, power of like 30
I'm gonna say
minds, and
run,
we're talking
and I'm gonna
about
cast Earthquake
flesh
right
lights.
under him.
Cast Earthquake right under him?
Uh-huh.
Cast
Okay.
Earthquake right under him.
Cast Intellect Fortress on myself and start running.
Okay.
Intellect Fortress
So Jester
on
and Veth start running back to the
Veth's
tunnel you
self.
guys came from.
I'm gonna haul ass.
I'm gonna-
There's nothing I can
I'm
do.
gonna run that way and say, everyone with me, and I'm gonna cast. Fuck it. I'm casting. Where did it go? Why won't you?
I
hold
feel
on,
like
doing that
anything
thing
we
right.
do, Lucian,
Anti-magic field.
Okay.
anti-magic field.
You all begin to run. Everyone else following suit?
Yeah.
Yep.
Running back to the tunnel where you came from. The ground beginning to crack, the elements that are stone and the parts that are flesh begin to shake and roil. You watch as the tethers above that attach to this central part, the aether crux itself, begin to like cables
All right,
being
everything is
snapped,
coming down. I
parts beginning
guess
to fall.
this is happening.
Elements of the ceiling begin to crash down
place
like it's
is
trying to
coming
physically
down.
attack with the full flesh of Cognosa itself upon Lucian, who begins laughing and laughing. Just
What is Jester saying? Jester said something. I didn't see what she said. Laura mouthed something.
as you all run and run.
Was running the right thing? Like, I guess we had to? They're all going off.
A
Everything just went
series of
off.
flashes behind you,
So Lucian just took himself out?
and
or?
you feel, especially you who's connected to this city, you feel the flex and the scream and the tensing of the entirety of Cognosa at once. As its nerve center
the Somnovum that brought it together are bombarded. And as you all fall
Any
to the
second,
ground,
Matt's gonna say, "Ooh, that's where we end."
breathing deeply in the ensuing silence,
And that's where we're gonna end it.
there's just quiet.
It's so close. We have like 2 minutes.
No laughter. No sound. Just the 8 of you. That's where we're in tonight's episode.
My God, it sounds like a Mormon.
What did it mean?
Been here an hour, Shane, in the
We
background.
are so fucked.
Well, we don't know.
If there were 9 entities controlling a living city, and now there's only one.
So what did Lucian
Maybe.
do? If
I don't
Lucian,
know.
yeah, maybe.
Or at least there's going to be a
Lucian was
fight
sitting
about it.
right
I
there.
missed the first 45 seconds of what you were saying because I was just trying to figure out what we could do to get
That's
to him. and
that's
there
what I was
no-
thinking. So Travis was on
So we
point.
don't- unless
I was like, I don't even
Moon or
care. Like I care
Nonagon?
because I'm
It doesn't
watching.
matter. It matters. Apparently, Nonagon is the harbinger, so we are missing a name.
We are missing a name. That's what Marisha said. What I said.
Marisha
We had
is the
8 names.
Yeah.
We don't know the
yeah.
9th
I
name.
wasn't saying anything
So
because
Lucian
I'm
could
currently
easily be the
immune to
9th
psychic damage, and
person.
I was so tempted to
But
fly
he just
straight
blew
at
up
him,
in the
but
room, unless he
I'm not
protected
immune to
himself
things
somehow.
collapsing on me.
How
No.
would he have? I guess he
Like
could have
I,
casted something. He
yeah,
was
Same.
sitting
I thought about
with his
putting-
hand on the 10
about putting-
inhibitor
Same
Oh,
urge.
charge.
That's
sorry.
huge
I was trying to
anti-magic field.
take
Whatever,
him
you
out.
do what you gotta
It's
do.
all good.
I thought about putting Arcane Gate right behind him and just pushing.
We are
all
11
of the
likes
intuit
away.
charges and
I
Are
wanted
we
to
going to be able to get
getting
11
500 feet
likes
away,
in
but
the
that
next
would- I
5
wouldn't
minutes?
make
Because
it
we're going to
there
set
in
everything
time.
up for
And
the
if
next
he set it
episode.
off,
Toast.
all our
But we are
friends
11
are
likes
in
away.
range.
Totally.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
that
No
I'm
extra
immune,
30
that all of
tonight.
you would
Yeah.
die.
We're going to see
I've got
what
a
happens
10-foot
if we
barrier right
all of a
now
sudden
where very
rifle
little, except for
11 likes
it
in
went
there.
off.
things.
I'm
So
going to
we're
check
good.
too. I'm going to
Yeah.
check
All
what
the
the time
charges
is and
are on.
everything.
My first thought
But
made
I
me
had a
wish
10-foot
that
barrier for a while.
all the Intuit charges were rubber ducks or something. I don't know, but I didn't.
it got real bad,
think-
and then it got better, and now I can't tell if it's worse or not. I thought for a moment there we were going to be fighting Lucian
Yeah.
and 9
Yeah.
entities.
That's what I thought. I thought
and
when
like
like
a
up
lair
until
action situation,
up
and now I
until
don't
the
know
entities said
where we are.
we need you to bring
9
the
entities that don't
Nonagon.
like each other.
I
and
was
now
like,
we just
oh,
have
all right,
one that
so
really
these
likes
things-
themselves.
And has
Aren't really
everything
a
we're
threat right
standing
now.
on is trying to attack us.
And I can't shake the fact that we're 8 and Lucian makes 9.
Oh, and they yeah, well,
whole game is
they're
so
8.
ridiculous
Lucy makes
in
9 too.
campaigns.
So
Patterns,
it's pretty
fractals,
ridiculous.
fractals, patterns.
Yeah, technically we have 8 names of the
Well,
Somnovum.
we're going to go ahead and
Nonagon might be the
pick this
9th,
up
aka
here.
Lucian. We're 8.
next time.
We would make 9.
Thank you all
with
so much
him
for joining us.
as well.
No, you can't do this.
What does it mean?
We love you very much.
We're gonna keep playing.
And
To keep playing right now.
Is it
This
Thursday
is
yet?
the first time.
good night.
That's the first time I seen them that adamant about wanting to continue. I feel like they've done it before. There's been other times where they're like, "Oh, that sucks," and like maybe we're like, "We want to jump into the next one." That one seemed like the most animated they've ever been, wanting to get to the next one. We're 9 likes
Hello,
away.
everyone, and welcome.
I'm going to set up the next episode. We're going to see what kind of, I mean, we know it's 3 hours and 45 minutes or 50 minutes, but I want to see where the break is. I want to see where we start everything. We're going to talk for a minute. I didn't see if anybody wrote in the chat, and I guess you really can't say, perhaps, but is it possible? Am I right? That there's 8 Somnovum. We like right before we got into this room, everyone was like, or I think it was Ashley Johnson was like, do we have 7 or 8 names? And everyone was like 8. Everyone was very clear. We have 8 names. And then Sam read them all off, and Cole Pussy was the 8th one. Cole Pussy. But isn't it convenient that we all had exactly 8 names and we're in the room and Lucian is like needed? I feel like that is the 9th. How, and I unless Lucian was taking himself out of the game by blowing himself, like maybe it could be one of those crazy like suicide things where he's just like, I'm going to blow us all up and I'm going to go out with you. But I can't imagine after all of that, he would want to die, but he's literally tapping the Intuit charges. Did he put himself in a protective cocoon did he wrap himself? Because he snapped and made a flesh throne. So maybe he could have protected himself with something or used some kind of magic or spell. He's super powerful, so anything's possible. We are 6 likes away now. We are chiseling away at it, 6 likes away. Nope, 9 Somnovum. You just don't know the name of the 9th. Always blame the Greeks. Essek made 8 and Lucian made 9 this campaign. Yeah, for us, it is the 8 and the 9. Must keep going. Must. Can I blame the Greeks? Oh, can I blame the Greeks? Always blame the Greeks. Okay, get it. I was like, I was assuming there had to have been a reason for that, or like later comment. Give us another 30. I was like a minute and a half behind. Yeah, but he was immune to the Intuit charges. Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay. That's why, because Ford was like, yeah, he's not dead. And I'm like, why is he just assuming that? That's right. By the way, before I jump into the next thing, Michael, I went on Critical Role Shop and I didn't see 15th anniversary stuff. Is there somewhere I have to go? Michael was telling me earlier that on the Critical Role Shop, they had new 15th anniversary stuff, but I didn't see it. What I did see was those letter openers. Remember I told you guys they had like those 3, if you go on the Critical Role Shop, they have the 3 fancy dagger letter openers. I was like, I want those so bad, but I can't see spending $100. They were on sale for like 65, 70 bucks. I am probably going to get them because I have wanted those since like day one when I got the Gilmore robe like 2 years ago. And I've never seen them on sale. And they're so cool and fancy looking. And I just love blades. Like I collect knives. I have all sorts of different knives in my room and stuff, in sheaths and giant knives and tiny knives. And I think those are so like badass. So I think I'm going to get those. I also saw there's like a Vox Machina crew beanie hat. And I literally was like, I want to get a new hat for the winter. And I don't like the ones that are like, that you got to flip out and that are too like woolly. And that was like perfect. So I think I'm going to get a Vox Machina hat for the winter. And I'm going to get those like those letter openers. But I didn't see the 15th anniversary stuff. Absolutely ridiculous. It was not on the Critical Role Shop. Vero, where is the 15th stuff? I missed the opening. Oh, so there's somewhere else. Okay. I also saw WizKids. Like there was a couple things on Critical Role's shop that were made by a company called WizKids, the action figures and stuff. When I randomly typed in Critical Role's shop, the first thing that came up was WizKids is doing pre-orders for a 1.5 foot tall trinket statue. And it was adorable. It was a baby, life-size baby trinket statue. But it was $130. And I was like, I can't, I can only spend so much money. I budget myself. And I'm like, it comes out in February and they're taking pre-orders now. Do I get a baby trinket statue? Sold out. Is it? Oh, everything's sold out. All the 15th anniversary stuff is sold out. They only had 250. Never mind. It's sold out. Damn. Popcorn made me miss it. We're 6 likes away, everybody. We could still get there because I'm going to rant to you guys and then we still have to do the clock. It is sold out. Damn it. The 15 is because it started in 2015. Oh, 15 for... I was going to say, when Michael told me 15 years, I'm like, damn, they started in 2010. But then I'm like, I guess it's possible, but that makes more sense. So the 15 is for 2015. Got it. Isn't it the 10th anniversary? Star, you are correct. By the way, the 10-year anniversary is coming up. Apparently, there's going to be a big announcement on Monday. All right, so all of that adds up now. Mole Ninja Ass? Mole Ninja Ass. What does that mean? All the research done by Caleb and Bo, plus the story Lucian tells them right now and when they were together. Long may he reign. Get those likes so we continue. Well, 8 of 9 is Critical Role. 7 of 9 is Voyager. Jay, you ever seen the movie Dreamscape? I know of it, but I honestly don't think I've ever seen it. I know what you're talking about. I see the box art in my head, but I don't think I've ever seen it. Has anybody seen Brain Scan? The movie Brain Scan with Edward Furlong? I watched that when I was like really young. That movie's crazy. And I just saw It popped up on some streaming service, and I hadn't seen it in like 15, 20 years. Yeah, I missed most of the info because I was making popcorn last minute. Oh, that's why. I was like, what is the pop? I thought popcorn meant something else. You meant literally popcorn. That's the WizKids makes all of the minis. WizKids is awesome. I have so many monsters and minus from them. WizKids is awesome. I have so many monsters. Oh, minis. It's minis. Mini. It's just a typo. 7 likes away. I see 6. We're 6 likes away. Keep liking the video. Here we go. I'm going to get to the end of this. We're going to see where Matt... Let's hear Matt's intro.
We weren't the only ones to have entered the chamber. As you noticed across the way, Lucien had approached from the opposite side of this massive room. And apparently came prepared with the next wave of his long, cracked plan.
We're gonna hear the intro.
As a cluster of Intuit charges seemed at the ready, linked to detonate at a whim. Lucien then offered the opportunity to run.
I mean, Lucien, you gotta give it to Lucien. I mean, he might be doing some crazy shit. He gave us the opportunity to run. He said, you got a chance to run. He could have totally took us all out.
Summoned a
so
massive
at least he gave us the
earthquake here in the
opportunity
center
to
that began to rip in sunder elements of the flesh and stone. Parts of the room begin to collapse as you hear Lucien laughing and laughing. The rest of you running back in the cavern where you came, and hoping that you were far enough away, saw the residual flashes of the detonations of multiple Inuit charges behind you. Intuit charges. You did this to me.
Without spoilers, obviously, but I take it last night's episode was fire. People said, yeah. I think people are saying last night was really good on Campaign 3.
Still processing what had just transpired and what's about to transpire. You return to the game. So, we had a brief discussion for you, Caduceus. You asked me about whether or not you would know if such blasts of this
would even bother
Intuit charge would be protected by an 8th level anti-magic spell. So I said, well, let's go ahead and roll an Arcana check for Caduceus to see if you would have known whether or not. Go ahead and roll.
Record number of views last night.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 3, which brings it down to 2.
Obviously, it would help.
Obviously, it would have helped.
So,
cool.
You did burn your 8th levels.
Yeah, I did. It's, well, still up.
But for 10 minutes, or 9 minutes and 54 seconds.
An hour.
It's an hour. I thought it was. I'm sorry. There you go.
Yeah.
An hour? What are we protected against?
Protected. Oh wait, I'm like I totally just went into it. I didn't even realize.
Magic cannot penetrate.
Amazing.
I'm literally just watching. Matt is
but
so.
If you have a projectile weapon that's magical, it will leave and be magical when it leaves.
When he talks, I literally just rolled into the episode.
At the moment, you're all hearing the distant, slowly dissipating rumble of the subterranean earthquake that Jester had summoned beneath. What would you like to do?
All right, we'll stop right there. Let me see where the break is. We're gonna see what's up. We're 6 likes away. We're 6 likes away, and maybe we'll do some. Obviously, you guys want to jump into more. It's half my fault because I said this was the least heads up I've given people in like months. Usually I post the live stream the night before at the very least, or the very latest, I should say. And I don't think I posted it till like noon today. So we had like a 5-hour window. And not that you guys don't know it's coming, but a lot of, I know people will literally jump on and like the video during, the day or two. It took a little while for them to get used to. I've had to double up before. It's confusing and stressful. It was just, hey, you guys, all night. I'll make it 5, call it on 5. I'll make it, it took a little while for them to get used to. I'll make it 5, call it on 5. I don't know what that means. What do you mean? I'm lost in all the comments. I don't know what I'm talking about. How long did cast members have to double up for? Record number of views. Are we talking about, we're talking about the other, we're talking about campaign 3 maybe? Either way, let's see what we got. First off, I'm going to go to 16 even because I don't
Main
like
earthquake
1601.
that Jester had summoned beneath. What would you like to do?
Oh, I can't. It has to be 1601. It literally went into 1601. All right, so let's say the hour, I got to do the hour Patreon. That is always a thing. So it'll go to 1:16. And then where does the break? The break looks like it's far in this one. The break is at 2:13. 2:13 to 2:34. So it's a 21-minute break. What do we got as far? 2:34 to 2:30. Wait, 2:34 or 2:24? 2:34. It is only an hour and 15 minutes. All right, the live stream is an hour and 15 minutes, so we're definitely going to add some from before the break. 2 hours and 15 minutes. What if I did? All right, I just want to say. All right, so 2:13. We go to an hour and 16 because we definitely do the hour Patreon. So there will be 53. No, there will be 57 minutes, not counting that. If I did a 10-minute YouTube video, say I did like 57, 17, I could add 30 minutes, make 15 minutes. What if we do like, I mean, we could do like 15, 20 minutes right now. Is that cool with everybody? We didn't hit the 50 likes. We're really close. We're 4 away. We're 4 away. What if we do like 15, 20 minutes right now, get to around 30 minutes? We'll get to around 30 minutes. I do the hour Patreon. That'll bring us to 1:30. I'll do a 10-minute YouTube video, and then I'll give the other 35 minutes to the live stream next week, which will give us an hour and 40-minute live stream. 15 minutes would give us, like I said, it'll bring us to around 31 minutes. Our Patreon will have about 35 minutes left. We'll add to next week's live stream, giving us an hour and 40. Because next week, we're only going to have an hour and 15 minutes if I do up to the break. So I think that's good. Well, 15 minutes and stop. Okay, the Chimiki Paro agrees. Jay, keep in mind, ain't nobody going to be happy if you do Patreon hours for these last episodes. Ain't nobody going to be happy. I feel like that's a song. You're probably right, but I don't have the potential. I mean, especially with my throat, I don't know if I have the ability to do live streams that long unless I split things up. Honestly, maybe this might be the last Patreon hour. Maybe this will, because there is 2 episodes left after this. Maybe this one is your average episode, but the next 2 are super long. I'm not going to do a Patreon hour for the finale. Clearly, we're not going to do a Patreon hour for the finale. So, come on, get happy. Maybe I'm thinking of that. Honestly, I'm not kidding, Star. I think that's exactly what I was thinking. We're not doing a Patreon hour for the final episode. So, either we'll see, but this week might be the final Patreon hour. But like the video, if you haven't, we're 4 likes away. We're going to jump in. Set your clocks. Reset the clocks. We're doing 16:01 on the clock. Stop the clock. We'll do 16:01, and we're going to go for about 15 minutes. So everybody set your clocks. 16:01 on the clock. What time is it? 7:45, so I'll be done 8. I'd have the hour Patreon, a 10-minute YouTube, and I'll have my sushi ordered by 9:30. All will be well in the world. As long as I order by 10:30, we're good. I should be an hour ahead. So, everybody good? Last 2 have no Patreon. Michael has spoken, and I will listen to Michael. And Michael has helped me. Oh yeah, by the way, in case anybody cares, Michael, in honor of Michael for helping me this past couple weeks when I needed him most, I mean, Michael's great regardless, but I said, because you saved me so much time, I'm going to react to Wayne for Michael. So if anybody cares, it'll be on Patreon. I'm not going to edit it up for YouTube. I just don't have the time. But I was like, I will definitely react to at least the first couple episodes. So, I mean, eventually I'll finish it. But like, probably this weekend, I'm going to watch episode 1. So if anybody's interested in Wayne, I know Michael has, for many moons now, said you need to watch this, and I keep forgetting. So maybe it was a perfect storm and a blessing that I kept forgetting, because now I will watch it. And my sister, I mentioned it to Jessie Dobby Reactions, my sister, and she told me it's very good as well. She said Wayne is very good. She goes, I don't know whatever happened to it. I go, apparently they didn't renew it because it came out in 2019 and it was 1 season. Amazon Prime. It also, you have to buy them. I saw you have to buy them. I thought it was like free on Amazon Prime. You have to buy them episodically, I think. So I might be getting it through alternate means. But, oh yeah, you called it an Amazon show. It was a YouTube original. Okay, yes, when I literally, Michael, I got a thumbnail and I got the first episode. And when I started it, you're right, it did say a YouTube original. Kind of like how Cobra Kai originally was a YouTube Red when they had YouTube Red. I don't know if that still is a thing, but now it is a Netflix show. I guess it was bought by Amazon Prime, but a YouTube original. Gonna put something in the Discord, but no spoilers. R.I.P. y'all. I loved every minute. We're gonna jump into 15 more, Clever, if you're still here. Clever might have left. I don't know if Clever left. Maybe Clever's gotta go. Okay, folks, gotta run back in to Pizza Land, but I will be in the background. They are free on YouTube somewhere. Maybe I'll do it off of YouTube because I so far only got the first episode. Amy France, cheers to Michael. I don't know if I saw Amy before. There's a good chance Amy was just lingering. Amy and David France, we love you. The past couple months have been pure insanity. Okay, everyone's clock is set. We're gonna do 3, 2, 1. We're gonna do 15 minutes. We are 4 likes away. So like the video. If you haven't, we usually do extra time. I'll tell you what, if we hit the 50 in the 15 minutes, we will ride that into maybe an extra 10 minutes or however long, 15 minutes, whatever it is. So keep liking the video. We might achieve greatness. And here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
What can we see?
What can we see?
You're further back up the tunnel where you first entered, as Beauregard had manifested here.
Pig that
If we
keeps,
look back from
Tigger
whence we
keeps
just
bouncing
ran,
up and down.
just darkness.
There's no like definitive light source down there. There is a faint subdermal glow
Clever
in places,
always left,
almost like when a
yet still
flashlight
right
is
here.
held behind
Clever
your hand.
always
Just
left,
a
yet
faint,
still right here. There
deep
is
reddish
Clever.
glow in
Lots of
sections,
mentions.
but
Okay,
beyond
thanks
that,
for the cheers.
It is shadow and
Wrap
darkness.
up. Thanks for the edit,
those of you with the dark
compliments,
vision,
and almost done
if you would like to go
with
ahead
the
and make a
star.
perception check.
Almost done with star edit.
Disadvantage
star
because you are
edit?
quite a ways away.
Amy's been lurking.
Why disadvantage? It was so good.
Eyeballs.
Let's go. They are
natural
free on
20s.
YouTube.
No shit!
Natural 20. Wow.
Wow!
Could have
What?
saved that for later.
Wow.
A dirty 20 for me.
Oh,
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Nice.
Dirty
Okay.
20. Natural 20.
Alrighty.
17.
Just turn forward, kind of picking yourselves up a bit and glancing down. You can see where the tunnel curves upward towards the chamber, elements of the stone structures that were beginning to
Do we know
strangely
why
present
Lucian is
themselves
immune
out
to
of
the Intuit charges?
the
Do we have
flesh
like?
walls of
Did
the
we find out?
entrance
I do
have
remember
fallen
that
inward,
when
and you can see bits of dust.
I was told.
Kind of dissipating
Once I was
from
told, I
within.
remembered. But do we?
You hear
do we know
shifting.
why?
And kind of listening and glancing down below, you take a few steps and look beyond, and you see that similar glow of the Somnavum's arrival, but it is spastic and continuously flashing, heavily wounded.
So
and
it
looking
is
within the chamber
still
itself, the chamber
alive.
is shredded in many places from what
I'm
you have
shocked it is
accomplished.
still not
You also
completely
hear-
destroyed. It's bad. It's
because
in
you
bad
rolled so
shape.
high, Ford specifically. You hear Lucian's voice. Just go. Oh, unexpected, but still. You need a little time to heal. I've always wanted to be a butterfly anyway. Come. And you see the shapes that have been
Come, my
torn
lady,
from
come,
the
come, my
central
lady.
portion of the
You're my
chamber begin
butterfly,
to
sugar
lift out
baby.
of sight,
That's what I just
almost
thought
like they're being
because it said it all.
carried by invisible arms deeper within the chamber.
Away from us.
From where you ran from.
Yeah.
I know I don't see it, but you're describing the orbs that were pulsing and communicating with us.
Correct.
How
They
big
were
are
kinda
those?
connected.
About?
The basketball?
Each one of those was about
Ooh, they're
4 or 5 feet
way bigger than I thought.
in diameter.
Way
Oh,
bigger.
they were big.
Human.
I was when I was
they
saying, could
were
we reach in and grab
rather
the
large,
orbs?
and there were 9 of them all clustered
Oh my
in
God,
the center of this
we should have asked
massive
that,
kind of
'cause we were asking the
sinewy
size of the
that
column,
marked the center of this
the height of the
aorta-like
column.
chamber.
I literally imagined orbs like Ford was dealing with the
Willing it into existence.
the Kraken.
Yeah.
What was Ford?
So
what was the thing?
he said he's
I'm totally
going
brain
to
farting.
heal.
Avantika and
From
the.
what you did.
Why am I brain farting?
I think you slowed him down.
Should we go in and attack?
We don't know what we're attacking.
5 feet
I
orbs.
thought we might
definitely
be
weren't
fighting
pulling
more than
those
just
out.
him, and now it seems
I
like
was
it's
thinking the first thing we should do is rip those orbs out.
him
We would have
with a
needed
bigger.
everybody to just get
don't
one, and
know.
I don't even think that would have worked.
Yeah, it still feels like it is more than him.
It
but
also would make sense why
him
it's still
and
not
then
completely
some.
destroyed.
yeah.
He knows what he's doing here. We don't. He can't leave. You've made sure of that. Feels like we should try and take a moment to. I don't know.
Well, our options are to charge in right now.
Right.
4
and
likes
start,
away, everybody.
Or
If we hit
we
4
try
likes,
to compose
if
ourselves.
we hit 50, we'll do extra
marshal the
time.
forces
If
we
not,
have,
we're adding
and
it
if
to
he
next
interrupts
week's
us,
live stream
we're
anyway, so it's not.
with the
Either
first
way, it's going to
option
be this
anyway.
live stream or
So
next
we might
live
as
stream.
well try to. We are not
Just
leaving.
different order.
We see this through.
I agree.
But
You're right.
he could be disappearing. This is a big city. He could be gone. I mean, he could hide in the city, and it could take us days to find him.
Could just ask the city to lead us to him.
The city's dead. He just killed it.
I don't know if he did. That's a.
I
because
still
he's
saw the
keeping them
flashes.
with him.
They're still alive.
Clever is clever.
Maybe some
How
of them.
does
Weakened.
possession
Yeah,
work?
he may be dictating who's in charge of the city.
Clever's?
Yeah.
Maybe some
Vulnerable.
hiding.
Isn't that
Instead of
apparently
9.
Matt's love
Send a
letter to
message
Final
to him.
Fantasy?
Just one.
That's.
If I sent a message
What
and it
exactly
wasn't through the eyeballs,
is Hiking Viking? I'm a
maybe
massive
he wouldn't be able
Final
to
Fantasy
hear.
fan. What are
Maybe.
you referring to?
Also consider that he could have had us killed many times by now.
Yeah, that's what I was
So why
saying.
is that?
Lucian could
Are we still
easily
alive?
have killed
Yes.
us or let us
Yes.
die.
He
He
mentioned
could have
it.
done it the moment he walked in.
Yes.
Well, and then
Many
every
times.
moment traveling the tundra together, he could
Yeah,
have done
there's
it
been
so
so
many
many
times.
times that Lucian could have killed
Why
us.
is he keeping them? I mean, he obviously tried to.
Why is he
Take
killing them? Why isn't he killing us?
Yeah.
We are
those a
going to
vessel?
become one.
Do they need to be replaced?
Yes,
With what?
that's what I'm thinking. We
Well,
need to
he's
replace
replacing
the
one of them.
Somnovum. He needs us to replace.
That leaves 8 more.
Are we the paste to make a sandwich?
And Essek
But
is
all
the
of his
eighth.
rhetoric was about him.
I mean,
not
Essek is super
needing
powerful.
The rest of them, it was all about him absorbing.
Maybe
all
he
of
just
it and
needs a solid 8,
becoming the soul.
and we
Somnovum.
brought Essek to him.
Maybe you need.
Should we eat a hero space while we're talking about this?
Yes, we should.
Do you think it's stupid to set up a hero space right here in this tunnel?
It's not stupid. I mean, it's not stupid, but he'll be getting an hour away from us.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a look maybe in there and see what's going. I don't necessarily. Why would he run?
Yeah, he's not going to leave the city. This
Ask
is
him.
his domain.
Ask him. One of you two. Just ask him.
Yes, yeah, I'm
What are you
totally.
doing?
I agree.
Where are you going?
I totally agree. Just
What
ask.
is
What now?
Just
What
be
is it that
like,
you said you
like,
heard?
what do we got
Did
to
we all
lose?
hear
This
him
dude
talk?
just
I
walked
relay-
in with
I relay
friggin'
whatever,
explosives
okay.
and
Well,
blew
you all
this
heard
whole
him talking
place up.
previously. You're the one who picked up him just kind of muttering to himself.
I'll relay the muttering.
About being a butterfly? That is
That
what you
means
said?
entering a cocoon and coming out.
Right, a new...
Right. You remember when I did the tarot reading and I said that he had to die in order to be reborn?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe he has to, like, lose his physical form in order to become the leader of the Somnovum or something.
That sounds...
Yeah, I don't think he came here to surf into the world on this
Want to
city.
go into the room?
What if Lucian leaves the body?
I
What if
think-
Lucian leaves the body and Molly's left there?
Oh my God! What if that happens? I didn't even think of
Molly
that.
is a part of Lucian. We would have to physically
If
I don't
we
know if
have
it would work
to
like that, but
pull
I
them
like
apart,
the idea. I like the thought.
Molly died.
Molly actually died.
It's so
So
delicious.
This is an intense conversation that some chicken satay would go really great with.
I mean, I could
Holy
the
shit,
easy
that's
one.
so
we talk
good.
about this stuff.
A little veggie.
I seriously, I could just set up a meal we could just discuss, you know, because we're gonna talk anyway. Let's be
are
honest.
we really going to set up a
Heroes
meal and
Feast
talk?
lasts
I feel
for-
like
24 hours.
I mean, let's do it.
Heroes
Let's
Feast.
do
All
it.
right.
Do you want
I
to
mean,
take a
should
quick
we,
Hours.
What?
should we invite Lucien to
Do we
eat?
want to take a quick look in the room just to see what's happening?
Which room?
The room we
One
were
we
just
just
in
ran.
that
I
exploded.
think I should just set up the Heroes Feast. If you want to look, it takes me 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Go for it.
I'll go
All
with
right,
you.
set up the
Yeah.
Heroes
Yeah,
Feast.
yeah,
Let's
we'll
go see in the room.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll invite
If you guys
Lucien
want to
over
take
for a
this
good old
an
time.
hour, that's
You like
it's
Lucien?
a big if. Do you guys want to
Now
take an
that
hour?
you just
to
blew
eat?
up
We can start.
the
and
Somno,
Either here on the
Let's say
surface. Is
start
this going
like
to
to have
collapse
a
when he
Heroes
leaves
Feast
this
with us,
room that
and
we're
we'll
down
all
in the
No,
guts
we've
of?
take
talked about
place
it.
of the
This is our
orbs
room.
and give our body and soul?
I don't know.
But
we
if
think,
It's sibling.
unless he controls
Jay,
the body
forewarning,
now.
I've been
And he
given
can just,
blessings to tell you,
you know,
that it's
That's the
basically
entire
just
city.
one
I mean, we are
huge,
there.
long fight from here
entire
on
city.
out.
I mean, he could collapse 2 buildings on
Like
the city.
from
He
here
could
on
shrink
out
this tunnel. He
for
could
this episode, or
build
from
a
here on
gazebo
out
top of
I'm
it.
setting up
for
the
the
Heroes Feast.
rest
Okay, go for
of
it.
time?
So saying the Heroes Feast,
'Cause we
you
have
two are going to the previous 3, or going
a
to go?
5
we're just
hour,
going to take a quick look
a
since we're not
six,
too far
like
away.
a 6
Are
and
you
a half
proceeding
hour,
stealth?
and still
Yes.
there's a
So
good
like all three of you
20
do stealth
hours.
checks, please.
Give or what, 6, 5. There's about 15 hours left
No, I
from
can't.
here to the end.
You can't?
Of all
I was going to add
of
it.
campaign
Nope,
2,
I'm not stealthy at all. Natural 1.
counting the finale and episode 1.
28 of it.
Okay.
I'm
22.
22. Okay.
Echo.
So the 3 of you begin to carefully, for the most part, make your way towards the central chamber. And as you do, you can see now, when you had first walked in, there were
It's a
odd
boss fight here shortly.
semi-structures
It's great
that
from here
were
on out
forming
until
out of the ground and the walls
epilogue-ish.
that many have fallen and broken.
I'm thinking
And
the
you can
last
see
episode
these
is gonna
wide
be
fissures in the ground,
a
almost
lot
like
of wrapping up.
Bratwurst
I don't
or
imagine
severe
there's
muscle
going to be
damage, just like areas where it
too
just
much
broke
of
open.
battling in the
And
finale.
it is
I mean,
a very
maybe in the
wounded
beginning,
interior.
but at least
not to mention that
the
this
back half,
massive,
I would imagine, is all a wrap
column
up of us
ligaments and
going
tissue
our separate
is
ways
mostly
and seeing our
pulled
people.
down. But the first thing you notice is it is all
2 likes away. We are 2 likes away.
pulling back together. The chamber is healing itself.
We're already 10 minutes down.
Also, looking up in
We
the
technically
ceiling
have
where
5
the tethers
minutes
were
left.
originally
5
attached,
minutes left. We're 2 likes
instead of it
away.
being
Can
this
we do it?
convex attachment at the bottom, it is now a concave path upward where you can see the faint last glows of the Somnovum spheres as they are pulled upward,
Oh, shit.
and it
that's
closes
where you
behind them.
Well then.
Do we see Lucien?
You did not see Lucy.
Okay.
Is the throne still
That's
there?
surprising.
The throne is not there anymore.
The flesh throne is gone.
Always
It was
is.
all about the chair.
Okay.
What if we
And
psychically
they
talk to
did it
him
look to be
in our minds? Say, Lucien,
alive
are you
still?
here?
You saw like the faintest bit of the glow receding beyond your vision. You didn't even see them. You just saw the glow like in the upward tunnel right as it closes.
I don't think
I'm all for
Ken.
the feast, but
Ninja Master is here with
don't
some
we need to,
pizza.
like,
Let's say
track where they
75%ish of
go?
all the rest of the campaign is
The
a
ceiling just
fight.
closed up.
Can we talk him
This is a
into
6th level
watching
spell.
just up to
I'm
the
already making
reveal?
it.
Yeah,
You
let-
guys don't
we're-
want to
What
eat
does
it now. You're,
Somnovum
you're
or
just
whatever
fucking me
mean?
over. Is that what you want?
I had
You
pizza
want
earlier.
that?
It
wanna
was
fuck you over.
mediocre.
I just made a meal for you. You don't want to eat it?
I don't
Heroes
want to
Feast.
waste your cooking.
I made you chicken satay. You said you wanted chicken satay.
I did want chicken satay. I like it.
Peppers in there.
Actually,
What is chicken
do we have
satay?
a menu instead of
I
chicken
feel like
satay?
I've
You can
heard
have
that,
anything
but
you want
like
for it.
I've
Really?
never. I don't
we'll
know.
have
I
apple
can't
tarts.
imagine.
Apple tarts.
I
it
have
is.
I've had chicken franchise.
Incredible.
I've had chicken. I've
wouldn't
had
mind some
a
pineapple
million
fried
kinds of
rice.
chicken. I
Pineapple
probably
fried
had.
rice in
chicken
front of you,
satay, but I
folk.
don't know
This
what
is
that
our
is.
last meal. Make it good.
You mean
I have-
Heroes Feast?
Yeah.
It is
I
our
have not tried
final meal.
pineapple fried rice. I will have some as well.
Oh
Pineapple
yes, and
fried
next
rice.
to that, I have a big bowl of what's your favorite type of soup?
I like pineapple, but I like it cold. I don't like anything.
I'm not much of a
I'll
soup
eat it.
person.
I thought
I'll
you
eat
said you
anything,
had
but I'm not a
soup.
fan of
You,
pineapple on
Essex.
hot
Stew,
things.
stew. Was it
Pineapple on
stew?
pizza is
I don't know why I had
odd
to say
to
that 3
me
times.
because I don't like it cold.
Is it stew?
Pineapple
Is it
fried
stew?
rice.
I'm gonna,
I
you
just
know
feel
what
like
I'm
some
gonna put in front of
things
you, Essex,
are
in
not
addition
meant
to pineapple fried rice.
to have pineapple.
I think this was actually would be pretty nice together.
I'm gonna do a really like homemade grilled cheese sandwich. You know, like the kind that
Like
mom makes with
pineapple
like
sweet.
Kraft cheese.
I don't want sweet things.
Not like any of
in
that gourmet
my
shit.
Fried rice
Straight
or
up.
my pizza. I like salty
mother
things
has
in my
never
pizza.
made Kraft
I get
cheese.
anchovies,
I'm telling
bacon.
you, this is what
I
it's
dig
going
some
to be,
mushrooms,
and you're going to love
onions.
it. And next to it is
He's an
a
imposter. Insight check.
Make an insight check.
Insight check.
19 plus 6.
25.
25. Essek was making a joke.
Okay.
a
I,
big
for
bowl
a second,
of
was like,
tomato
oh
soup
my
to
God,
dip
what
your grilled
if?
cheese in.
What
It's
if?
the most comforting of the comfort foods, Essek, and I think you're really going to like it before we all die.
Until the heartburn.
I
Until the
trust your aesthetic. Chester.
I'll actually take one of those as well.
Was there
grilled cheese and tomato
cheese
soup.
in Rossona?
There's like a new chain that started going around
Yes, there was
a couple
chicken.
years ago where I live,
Go.
and it's a tomato soup and grilled cheese
I'm
sandwich
also going to have
place.
grilled cheese and tomato
I
soup
can't
if
remember what
anybody
it's
else wants
called.
that.
Sure.
Well, I would like
It was
to try
called
but
like
may I
Tom and
have,
cheese.
Just like a
It might be Tom and
stack of
cheese,
pancakes.
like tomato Tom
Pancakes it is.
Bug
and
pancakes or
cheese
just
grilled
regular?
And
cheese.
then next to
I
it,
can't
maybe
remember,
do a
but
big
it's something like
hot
that.
thing
And
of
people were
maple syrup
raving about
and
it.
a big heaping thing of butter and whipped cream and all the berries you can put on top of it and some fried bugs because the crunch will be
And yeah,
really
Ninja's
good.
Pizza would have been way better. I
I
had
would also
Domino's
like some
gift
green
card,
beans.
like I said,
Green
mediocre.
beans
We have
for the
spoken about the
Caleb.
true
I'll have some of
evil
that.
Green beans
people
for the caduceus.
I mean, I'm having
Those
the
who
grilled
like
cheese
mayo
too,
and
but-
peas on their
Offset it.
pizza.
Yeah, everyone gets
Mayo
last
and
meal.
peas.
You need roughage in your last meal.
That's very fair.
That's an odd one. Who puts
Well,
ham on pizza aside from
can
the
you
Canadians?
make the wall
I remember
move
pizza
while we
used to do a
wait?
meat lovers pizza, and I'm
know,
pretty
just
sure
because it
ham
seems
was
like
on the meat
the
lover.
car
Well, the
battery has
pizza
been
probably
removed.
still does. I just haven't had it in so long.
Make the wall move?
Do we want to do
The
it now
Pizza
or wait till
Hut
later?
meat
Just not to
lovers. I'm pretty
experiment
sure it
and
was
accidentally-
ham,
She did it in like
sausage,
5 seconds.
Yes,
bacon,
but when we tried, it could
pepperoni.
be that Beauregard is just more adept at
I
messing
swear
with the
there was
city,
ham
but
on it.
I got an additional
At least when I
eye.
was a kid.
I'm really good at meditating.
Oh.
I
well,
dig an
got that
anchovy,
Yeah, let's
Don't do
uh,
it
like
for
let's
me.
wait till
anchovies.
we
Like
really
I
need
put
it.
anchovies.
Nothing happened to me.
I get
Don't do
Greek
it, Bob. Don't
salads
do
with
it,
extra
Bob.
anchovies.
My theory
I
is
get anchovy
he's thinking
pizza
of
all
the
the time.
castle now.
I'm a big fan of
where
anchovies.
he
can be
I like
anywhere he
salty
wants to be.
things.
Yeah.
Olives,
So there is no safe place.
anchovies,
That's
bacon.
fair.
I'm a big fan of salty
I
things.
dropped my
like
anti-magic
on
spell.
things.
Do you think
Caduceus.
now I,
couldn't eat
could
the
attune
meal.
back to my
Oh
gloves?
yeah, if you step towards it, the whole meal would
So
disappear.
too.
I think so.
I think so.
It would stay, but
I don't
not
know.
well.
Too much.
But
It's
I'm
complicated.
covered by mine like
I had to read up how it worked. It would be very weird.
Caduceus.
I think so.
This is some wild
I think-
topics.
Talking
about if we could
I still love me a
unattune from
red
our
potato
necklaces
pizza.
now.
I think
and
so.
attune back to our.
Love the green
I
bean
don't-
You think he
callback.
wants us to come?
You have a short rest you're taking, so if you're going to change any
Green
attunements, now would be the time to do it.
But then he could see where
We're
we
gonna
are.
stop, everybody.
already
We
see
need
where
2
we
more
are.
lights.
Don't know that.
I think we're gonna
Has
halt
he
it.
ever made any indication that he knows where we are?
Yes.
Now the city.
I think he can feel a step
Oh my god! I accidentally held it.
on his
My bad.
arteries.
I'm gonna wait until there's a place to stop it.
Yes.
In his flesh tunnels.
In his flesh.
I'm also
Tunnels.
giving us some cinnamon bear claws because that's a specialty from my hometown. I think you'll all enjoy it.
Doesn't the blood magic, when he imbues his scimitars with it, didn't it like make terrible fire and shit like that? We have a ring of fire resistance. Should somebody attune to that?
All right, the Star Wars music kicked in. We have the fire resistance. He was talking about his scimitars, fire resistance. Jay has hypertension. I probably do. Every time I've went and got my vitals checked of recent, it's probably because I'm under a ton of stress from the throat thing going on for like 2 months now. But every time I go to the doctor, they're like, your blood pressure is really high. But then like when I'll be like, wait, take it again. And I'll like relax and it'll go to like pretty much normal. So I think I'm just high. Like, I think I'm just very tense all the time. So I probably am borderline hypertension, if anything. 5 cheese pizza, please, Ninja. I dig me extra cheese. I like if I had to pick my perfect pizza, it would be extra cheese, anchovies, mushrooms and onions, maybe bacon. Only because I feel like the anchovies, depending on the place, some places don't have as salty anchovies as others. But if they're like super salty, I don't need the bacon. But if it's like mediocre salty anchovies, I'll get bacon. I don't do olives, even though I love olives. Olives are like one of my favorite things. I'll eat an entire jar in a sitting. I don't like, they're like pineapple to me, where I don't like my olives hot. And if they're on pizza, they're going to be hot and mushy. I like them like ice cold. I literally put them in like the freezer until they're like almost frozen. And then I'll shake them up and eat like right out of the jar. I'll eat a whole jar of olives. I dig blue cheese olives, garlic olives, any kind of olives I'll eat. But specifically, I love Kalamata olives. I get like go to the Italian delis and get like the olive platters where it's like a medley of all the different olives. I think it's Costco or BJ's has like 1 pound jars of like variety olives, and I'll eat the shit out of them. Pepperoni and bacon, extra sauce. I dig me a chicken and broccoli Alfredo pizza with extra sauce. I'm just not a fan of pasta in general. I'll eat a little bit with like my meatballs and stuff. I'm like a horrible Italian. I don't like bread, and I'm not a big fan of pasta. But chicken with broccoli Alfredo. Actually, it's chicken with broccoli Alfredo. It's probably just Alfredo sauce. I've seen, unless I'm right, I've seen when people get like Alfredo pizza, it's like chicken Alfredo with the pasta on the pizza. I don't want pasta on my pizza. But I mean, to each his own. I'm just not, like I said, I'm not a pasta fan. Unless you live near me, I don't know if I can get it to you. The pizza, meaning to the Hiking Viking. Banana peppers, but I've never had one. Banana peppers are good. I get banana peppers on my Subway sandwiches, Blimpies, stuff like that. I dig me some banana peppers, but that's another one, not on my pizza. I'll have regular peppers, like green peppers or red pepper, or jalapenos. I'll do jalapenos on a pizza. But I'm not, banana peppers are another one to me that's like cold. I'll eat the shit out of them cold, but I feel like hot, it's a bit much. Sonia, headed out for the night, gotta go do my D&D game. Sonia, Ray, it was great seeing you. I'm going to say goodnight to all of you. We are going to do, like I said, the hour Patreon brings us to 131. I'm only going to do like 12-minute YouTube video, which will bring us to 145. And then I'll add the other 30 minutes. There's about 30 minutes after that to next week, which will give us an hour and 45 minutes, because there's an hour and 50 minutes. We'll have an hour and 45 minutes. So I'm right after this, right after I go off this with you guys, I'm going to jump right into the Patreon hour. Unless you guys think I should do the YouTube video first again this week. It's up to you. I'm going to do about 12 minutes. So 12 minutes would bring us to 44 minutes, give or take. Would you rather the YouTube video first or after the Patreon hour? And then this week, Michael said it's probably better to make this the last week for Patreon. So this will be the final Patreon hour for Campaign 2 this week. Do I do the YouTube video before or after? What do you guys think? I've been in a green bell pepper kick. If I had hash browns, pizza, omelets, etc., gotta have peppers. It's all a boss fight. Ask the kids. If there's a huge statue reveal in the Patreon hour, you'll clip it and put it on YouTube. If there's a huge, if it's something crazy and worthwhile, I'll know if it's something worthy of it. And if it is Star, I will do so. Patreon first, probably. I'm thinking Patreon first is the way to go. Because honestly, I could already see 12 minutes, even 15 or 20 minutes. Like right now, I'm 25 minutes in, and there's still no battle or anything. Larry, I'm going to go, yeah, I'm over like 35 minutes, and there's no battle. So, I'm thinking the Patreon hour, I see a battle. At 1:13, I see a battle. So, you'll know. Hi, Amy. Thanks. Patreon first. Patreon's the way to go, because the YouTube video isn't going to give you any part of the battle. The YouTube at the end will definitely, and then, like I said, the rest, after the hour, everything else is going to either be YouTube or the live stream next week. So, gotta say goodnight to all of you. Jump into that and then order my sushi. Colvin, Star, Ninja Master, Vero G, thank you for the timestamp. Tealbird, thank you for the art. Michael, the Dude, JB. And by the way, Lacepaki, there's Lacepaki. I was going to say, did Lacepaki come in late, or did I just miss Lacepaki this whole time? I didn't see Lacepaki. Oh, no spoiler. Oh, I was reading your comments. You've got a bunch of viewers with with ADD that are having multiple conversations without you. Sorry, Campaign 3 had a lot. I honestly was reading Lazapaki's comments, but I did not read the name. I feel like you did come in towards the end, though. Yeah, maybe it was like right towards the end. After everyone was saying focus around the last 5 to 10 minutes. So Lace-Up must have came in right after that, and I was so glued to the screen at that point because it was right after the focus. But at Michael, Lacepaki, and the dude jumped in. The dude JB, my moderators. Thank you so much. Star, Vero G. I'm so used to saying Vero G. M. Gormley, clever name I made. The Chimiki Perro, Colvin, I said. Sonia Ray, Shane Barron, Daniel O'Day. I don't think I said hi to Daniel O'Day. Am I missing anybody? The Hiking Viking, Northern Lion. Ryan, my good friend Neil. I can't see anybody else because it won't let me go back any further. If I missed you, you know I love you. And this will be the last Patreon hour. I'm going to jump into it right now. Is it Friday yet? Is it Friday yet? And like the video if you haven't. We're 2 away. Maybe we'll still get there in our hearts. And it doesn't matter because we're getting the live stream next week anyway. So good night.